welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network here on YouTube and on Rumble. And many, many thanks to everybody who's been supporters of the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I am so excited because yesterday we had an interview with Ollie and Charlie from Lego Masters New Zealand, and they were so much fun. Make sure you go into my YouTube channel and take a look at the Lego Masters New Zealand review playlist. And PT and I had a great time chatting with Ollie and Charlie, and they sent such a nice note. Especially Charlie sent a note saying this was the most fun he's had with an interview, and he definitely wants to come back. So that was just really heartwarming and really great to hear. And I just wanted to thank everybody who's been just great supporters of all of us. And thank you also because we have some people who are going to be joining us today. But Matthew Builds Bricks is in the house. Hey, Matthew, welcome. Yeah, we are continuing with the build of the Daily Bugle. I only got up to bag number 3. And also who's in the waiting room, please help me welcome Two Humble Bricks. Uh-oh, your video is not on. Oh, maybe she she just disconnected. Anyway, we have a couple people who are going to be joining gradually today because this is not my normal stream time. I normally don't stream on Saturdays, but because of schedules this week, Brick Fair is going on, and there's other things happening this weekend, streaming a day early. And then tomorrow we'll see how far I get today. But last week I did a Twitch stream on Sunday at 9 o'clock to catch up to everybody because I end up doing a lot of the talking during the stream. But while we're waiting for folks, I'll kind of do a quick review of some of what's happening. And yay, it is an awesome set. Yes, in fact, thanks to you, Matthew, as well as Debo Bricks, both of you had built this set and put it into your cities, and it looks amazing. And part of the reason why I wanted to get this set is to get a sense of scale, because my cities tend to be really small. I shouldn't say my cities. I have one building that's a modular, which is the Parisian restaurant. And then I have some of my own mocks, which are about the same height, because that's kind of how I modeled it after. I didn't have anything taller to really, frame it with. So this is what I'm hoping for to continue on with this. And okay, now we can welcome Two Humble Bricks. How's it going, Yvette?
Good. How are you?
Good to have you on the stream as we continue our journey in building the Daily Bugle. How have you been since the last time? It's been a couple weeks since we started on this.
Been good. I've been traveling a lot, so just got back home from New York. So it was in New York for a while, visiting family.
Oh, nice. So did you have some Lego visits while you're up there too? A lot of people, they go specifically to a city and they seek out the Lego store. Did you do that as well?
No, I did not. We had a lot of little ones,
Oh, okay.
2-year-old, 4-year-olds, it's when you're in the city, it's kind of chaotic.
Yeah. Plus, you got to be careful. You got to watch over them.
And they know what Lego is. So we were all dreading the meltdowns.
Oh.
In the store because they don't want to leave or
right.
Something, and we're not buying it. We kind of stayed away.
There's a video of a guy who is in a mall with his young child, and they're getting ready to pass the Lego store. So he lifts them up and covers his eyes and runs past the Lego store and then continues on because he knows once he passes, there's, no coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Matthew says it looks very nice with other buildings and modulars and blends in well. That's what I'm hoping for because I love the fact that this set, and thank you, by the way, Yvette, that you mentioned you're building on mills. So I started, instead of building onto the base plate, I built on 4 16 by 16 plates with the hope of putting the mills underneath. So I'm really glad you mentioned that last time. That's part of the reason why community building is great, because you get these great ideas from other builders and you think, oh gosh, I'm glad you said that, because that's going to help me build my set.
Yeah.
Now, did you also just get to bag 3 like me?
I made it to bag 4
You did
last.
get to bag 4.
Yeah, I made it to bag 4, so I'm
Okay.
starting at 4.
Oh, you are starting at 4. Okay, I'm starting at 4 too.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
starting at 4.
Okay,
So,
great. So we're starting at the same place, and then Royal Bricks will be joining us later, and he's already done bag 4. So maybe by the time we're done with bag 4, he'll be joining in and starting in on bag number 5. So
yeah.
good. I'm glad. And I do have my down camera or my side camera. I'm just going to add this to the stream for now, just to show people where we are as far as the build at the moment. So this is the first floor, and let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. I know it's a kind of a wonky angle, but this is the main entranceway, and then we have this side alley, which I thought was really cool because there is a rat in here somewhere. I think there, or maybe it's on this side. Actually, the other alley, this alley has the rat. And for those of you who remember my super sewer baby builds, this is Vermi. So Vermi is making an appearance here. And then the other cool thing that was in this set is there's a side door and then this little web container where you have a little backpack. So you always wondered, where did he store his stuff when he was becoming Spider-Man? And it says, Yvette, you have always collected CMFs? Oh, because Matthew is asking about have you bought them on the aftermarket? So let's show everybody's. Look at all of those minifigs in the background.
Yeah, they're all over the walls. So I've been
It's
collecting
amazing.
since the first one.
Uh-huh.
So I just slowly, I was collecting them and then keeping them together in a bin. And then
Mm-hmm.
when I found these frames in IKEA, I said, you know what, that would be a cool idea. And then I think I had saw the idea someplace else. I know Heather's Bricks does something similar, but she
Mm-hmm.
uses actual plates, base plates,
Right.
as a frame that goes around it. But when I saw these window frames, these in IKEA, I said those would be perfect.
Those
And
are nice.
I started it from first series and been doing every series since. So I even have Marvel, Harry Potter, the Batman movie.
Wow.
Anytime a minifigure series comes out, I create a frame
Mm-hmm.
for it.
And Brick Jedi's in the house. Ahoy, hoy. Good to see you, Brick Jedi. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this on you for a moment because you even have them like color coded in the background. So
Yeah,
do you like have all of your Marvel with a certain color? So this new series that's coming out, the Marvel
well,
series, will you be using the same color?
I based the color off of the bag. So
Oh,
if the
okay.
CMF bag was a certain color, then
Mm-hmm.
I'll make the background that color.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I
Nice.
did.
It's gorgeous. And yes, very impressive. Well, I think it's always fun to see how different people, set things up in their own build space. And I was even talking to PT McEwen the other night about I have this cardboard cutout of Batman, a
Mm-hmm.
Lego Batman that I used to have in my background. So I'm thinking about using this wall over here
Mm-hmm.
and angling my space so that the Batman is here as well as that Lego sign. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just, yeah, it's always because I'm thinking to myself right now I have like this fireplace area. It's just an electronic fireplace, and the Batman is right in front of it. That's like my fireplace for now. So it's always fun though getting our things put together.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we could go ahead and start breaking out these things. I'm going to go ahead and hide my other camera for now. And then when we get to some place which is, a little more interesting when we have some close-up shots, we could do that. By the way, this book is massive. and it's heavy. It's really heavy.
It's a lot to go through.
Yeah, exactly. But when it comes to different kinds of modulars, I do think that I've learned already several different techniques, like the breakout wall. That was nice to see that little cutout.
Yeah, yeah. I'm guessing somewhere in 4 you'll be creating the piece that covers that
It
hole.
covers it up.
I hope so.
Yeah, I've got to find where 4 starts. What page are you on?
I am on page 86.
Ah, okay. I was too far over.
Yeah, once we finished last time, I didn't touch it.
Right. Well, I had to catch up because I had only finished bag 2 because I was doing a lot of talking and chatting and everything. And
Right.
bag 4 has what, 3 bags based on what we heard from Brent last time. So I only have bags 4 and 5 out just based on my my speed of building. And I just realized what I need to do is I need to grab a tray because I have the tray that I just showed you with the build, and then I use another tray to do the knolling, so it's a little bit easier. So I'm going to have you hold down the fort.
Okay.
Spotlight on you.
Ah!
Okay, that wasn't so bad. I wasn't gone for too long.
Stage fright set in.
Stage fright.
Stage fright.
Well, it seems like such a waste that. Let me turn on my side camera for a moment. So here it is, this bag, this massive bag for just this small number of pieces.
Right. They could have put all the pieces in one bag.
Here's another bag number 4 with all these pieces, and they put it in this massive bag. And you're
So
just thinking, that's kind of a waste.
it is waste.
And I'm glad that Lego's starting to look at more sustainable packaging, but that is kind of disappointing. And you got to be careful, folks, because when you empty this, sometimes there's a piece that gets stuck in the bag. So that little, like, planter or toilet bowl piece. Okay, so let me get that off. I'll keep it in the background in case people want to see it. Now, did you watch the most recent Spider-Man movie yet?
I have not.
I haven't either.
I have not even seen Homecoming. So
What?
I need to see Homecoming.
Oh.
After that, and then one that the new set was it
So
No
you
Way
haven't seen
Home?
Into the Spider-Verse?
No.
Oh,
That one just
that's
came out, Into the Spider-Verse. I have not been to the movies since COVID started. So
well, I hear you there. I actually went to my first movie in the movie theater since COVID last Tuesday, so only a couple days ago,
yeah.
and it was kind of weird because it was nice having the audience because you know how people erupt into applause in the middle of the
Mhm.
scene or they all gasp at the same time when something happens to one of the characters.
Yeah.
Well, the one that I went to was the Indiana Jones movie, and
How was that?
I loved it. But I know the critics have not been too happy about it. But
Yeah.
I will say that I'm kind of sad that they waited so long to make this one. But I think it kind of redeems Indiana Jones because the Crystal Skull was just awful. In fact, before this movie, whenever I would invite people for a marathon to watch Indiana Jones, I
Mhm.
would stop at 3. I said, we're not going to go on to 4 because it spoils it. You know, when you have a bad movie, you just don't want to, continue.
Yeah, Crystal Skull was not that good.
Oh my God, it was horrible. That was really a really bad one. Okay, now
Yeah,
this is
I
an
was
interesting
really
piece.
shocked. I was really shocked when they announced the most recent one. I'm
Well,
thinking, isn't
keep an
Harrison
open mind.
Ford like 70 years old or something like that?
Yeah, he's getting up there, and but if you think about it, who else could play Indiana Jones? I mean, that really that part is really him, and it's interesting because the guy who played the young kid in the second movie, he just
Yeah,
recently won an Oscar for uh, Everywhere All at Once. I think the the movie with Michelle Kwan or Michelle
short,
Yeoh. I'm sorry,
short
Michelle
round.
Yeoh.
Yeah, short round.
And he there's a scene where he's accepting the Oscar and he's hugging Harrison Ford, because it was like Harrison Ford was maybe what in his 30s when this kid was 8 years old, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. I do want to focus on this piece because this is something I have never seen. I don't know. Have you seen this piece before,
I
Yvette?
have not. That's a new piece.
So for those of you, let me see if I can zoom in on it a little bit
It almost looks
because
like a monorail, small monorail.
yeah, it's got these teeth on here.
The teeth on
Little,
monorail are like this.
yeah, and you get a ton of them, and it looks like a 1 by 16 with these teeth on there,
Hmm.
and I have not seen this before, so I thought that was, and you get a bunch of them in here. I think there's what about I want to say 12 of them in here, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen I do have a monorail system,
Oh,
and
you
it's
do?
like monorail. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So anyway, lots of gray in here. If you if you want a set and you're missing gray and you don't want to buy Star Wars, this is the set for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm just doing some preliminary knolling, but I'm sure that I can get through this. I'm glad I got this other tray because trying to build, out of the bag
Mm.
without having them out just makes it a lot harder. But I was mentioning to PT the other day about how, you know, when you watch a build stream like this, it goes for a long time, so you kind of pretend like you're listening to the radio, right? And then there's
Right.
going to be some parts of the conversation that while you're building, you're going to find interesting. And when the Brick Babe comes back, we'll need to talk about the Edgar Allan Poe challenge because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And that came about from the conversation we had last time. Aha, Alexander 23 is here. Hey, Alexander 23. The gray is why I passed on said set too bland in the color spectrum. Just kidding. Wow. Well, good to have you here, Alexander 23. I know that
Hello, hello.
he has been working on his city since we're talking about cities, and he told me that he's taking the sticker that I sent to him, which says the Brickanista Broadcast Network on it, and
Yeah.
he's making a building for the the Brickanista Broadcast Network.
Oh,
And
that's
I
neat.
think he's actually building a Panda Island that is going to have the Brickanista Broadcast Network on it. I said that
Oh,
is so cool.
that is cool. Creating a
Yeah.
billboard for your.
Right. And I've had a couple people create billboards using that sign, which I thought was just very, very sweet and kind of people to do. And it was just interesting that I just got a note from Steph in Miami, who's also a member of the Dream Builders Lug. And she put my minifig in her city and I have a little megaphone as a director,
Mm-hmm.
and she 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 put me as a director in her city, and we're closing down the street so we can do a commercial for this slushy penguin van. So yes, and hey y'all, good to see you, Alexander 23. Yeah, I'm just really grateful for this community, and just there's so many really cool people in
Yeah,
this
there
community.
is. There
Yeah,
really is.
I mean that's how I met you, is through this community too.
Yeah.
All right, so we have, it looks like, um, Daredevil as one of the minifigs.
Yep. And
Um,
then I think the next one is MJ.
oh, that would be cool. Okay, so I'm gonna do a
Okay.
close up here on my side camera so people can see the minifigs that are here. Actually, probably should do it this way. Let me put them on a brick. This is why I'm a slow builder, is I knoll and I do these little side cameos here.
Yeah.
So these are the two minifigs in this bag. And I should have mentioned that from bags 1 through 3, we've also had these minifigs so far. So we've had Aunt May,
Oh,
Gwen
displayed
Stacy,
nicely.
some random civilian. um, I'm trying to remember Carnage. Yeah, this is Carnage,
Carnage.
and then Punisher. So the other reason why you might want to get this set is there are a massive number of minifigs in here. So
Yeah.
now we're up to what, 7 in just 4 bags. So this is a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
think I'll put these over here, add to the collection of little minifigs for now.
Yeah. I went on and bought a kit, a light kit.
Oh, you did?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Because
wow.
all my city buildings light up. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, if I'm gonna put this in my city, I need to get the light kit.
Oh, wow.
So
And apparently, Alexander 23 is, I'm using all my video bears and stunts bears in my Brickanista broadcast network. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Thanks for sharing that.
yeah, that's
Oh my
cool.
goodness. Yeah,
Those
that's why
video,
it's
those
always,
bears are really cool. The ones that he's using, those are really cool. I
yeah,
don't know why they got rid of video. Video to me was
I
different,
loved video.
and I loved it. I just
Yeah,
think they did a poor job in advertising and promotion.
I
Like
agree.
they should have, instead of launching the app so soon, they should have launched
Mm-hmm.
sets or created a cartoon show around it, like how
Yeah,
they're doing with Dreams.
right,
I
right.
think
Why didn't they do that?
it would have gotten more traction. But the minifigs were phenomenal. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky to get my hands on the second series of video.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, you were lucky because those went fast.
yeah, they did. I was lucky to get my hands on them. Found them in Walmart, and I think from everybody I talked to, that's where they were finding them, was in
Mm-hmm.
Walmart. And I grabbed every one that they had, and just by chance was able to get a full set.
So I'm showing people that there's this ball joint, the Mixel ball joint connected to a plate, and then it's supposed to connect here. I think it's supposed to be like a video screen.
Yep, you gotta put your sticker on there first before you
Yeah,
put it in there.
but there's, just to kind of give people perspective, that, let me adjust the camera. So I'm going to tilt this, but there is a Mixel joint right here. And let me give myself full screen too. So here's the Mixel joint, and this is going to connect in here. And because I think there's going to be space, that you can still have it above the line of the floor, because I
Yeah,
think it's going to be a big lobby area. But
yeah, it's gonna be right below the floor in
right,
that
and
unit.
I believe it's this sticker here that we're going to be putting on there.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So it's kind of like this big monitor in the lobby, and then that's going to go onto this.
Right. Yep.
Okay, I am
Yep.
not going to do a close up of that while I'm putting the sticker on. I think that will be in the background.
Alexander. Yeah, Alexander made a comment, said video would have done better if they'd taken the time to clean the bugs out of the application,
Yeah,
as well as made a dance show like those dance movies. I think they could have done so much better with promotion, and I think that's what killed it.
yeah, it's sad. But,
They tried to put everything. They tried to put everything into the app. Like all the
mhm,
promotion was surrounded around the app. And
right.
then I think they made a mistake by waiting so long to release the sets
Yeah,
because
that's
they
it.
released the application and the minifigs, but they didn't release any sets
Yep,
until August. So video came out in January, but they didn't release any sets until August. To me, that was way too long
way too long to wait.
to
Yeah.
wait.
Well, plus though, some of the characters, like that llama character, that was
Hmm.
supposed to be like the main character of this thing, I
Hmm.
just was not feeling that character.
Me either.
That was just kind of weird.
It
So
was.
I don't know. I just kind of felt that they they probably had a good idea because the minifigs are amazing, but
Hmm.
I I think they also put too much reliance on the app. And you know that Lego is not known for doing a good job with apps. It's not their strength. This is where they should have gotten somebody like a Nintendo or some other app company to do the app, and they just focus on the minifigs. Kind of
Right.
like what they're doing with the Mario Brothers series. That seems to be more of a better fit. That they're not trying to redo the video game.
Right. You're right. You're right. And even video, the sets were amazing. I think
Mm-hmm.
the sets were really good too, like the pirate ship and
Yep.
the what was it? The ice cream one.
Oh yeah.
They were
And
the
the
sets were
candy, the
really
candy
good.
mermaid.
Yes, the sets were really nice.
Yeah,
I
they
just
were
think
nice.
they launched it the wrong way.
I agree. I'm really having a hard time with this sticker. This sticker is not
So did I.
cooperating.
It took me several tries to get it
Yeah,
right.
I'm close. I'm really close, but it's like, oh, this is like, couldn't you have made this a printed tile? you know,
Right.
this is where you really appreciate Duplo because Duplo has all these printed tiles and bricks that are huge because you know that they could do it if they wanted to.
They could if they wanted.
Okay, I'm not too upset with this. I think that'll work.
Yeah.
That's I think doable. so,
Yeah.
I had to do it a couple times though. Okay, now what happened to the the base? What did I do with the base? Okay, I'm sure I'll find them. There it is. Yeah, and you also have to look at it from an angle to make sure you don't have any bubbles in there. But yeah, okay, here we go. So let's put this mixel joint in, and there we go. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. Oops. Ah, okay. I see what I did wrong. I need to put the whole. I was only using a 1x2. I need to do the whole 2x2. There we go. That's much more secure. Okay, there we go. So you can see where I put that in there. Just zoom in real quick. You can see that mixel joint, and now we have that monitor kind of in the lobby. Oops. It keeps coming off. All right, you can do this. All right, leave well enough alone here. Okay, I just dropped my axle. I have a pointer now. So here's my axle, so I can point to this. This is what you're looking at.
I'm trying to remember the name of that villain in that photo.
Oh,
I
gosh.
seen it on Netflix. It was,
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name. The Netflix movie was, it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot think of his name for my life, but he was part bat. So he got bitten by a bunch of bats, and then
Oh,
he had the abilities of a bat. But I can't remember what it was. I think his name started with an M, but I
huh.
can't remember what his
See,
name
this
was.
is where we need a Marvel person like
Yeah,
Debo. Debo would know.
yeah,
I don't know, Alexander 23, if you know about what we're talking about. But so
Marvel.
our next thing
These
is
are
we got to be
Marvel people.
yeah, we need Marvel people like Jesse, Jesse's Brick Galaxy, Iceberg Bricks, and Agents of Mock. They're big into Marvel. They
Yeah.
actually had this amazing mock at Bricks Cascade. Oh my God, they did a Spider-Man universe, a multiverse, where one was the noir guy,
Mhm.
another one was present day, and the third one was the future. It was pretty freaking amazing. So I was like, wow, that's commitment. That is commitment for them.
Now, Brick Fair, Virginia is this weekend, right?
Yeah, that's where Brick Babe is right now. I think. I think she said she was going to be there, which is part of the reason why she's delayed today.
Yeah.
And
Once you get in there, I'm sure she's gotten trapped in there.
we were talking about that last time about how she can't just go and enjoy the show because everybody wants to chat with her, right?
Yeah.
She's a celebrity. She really is. She doesn't like to say that, but everybody knows who the Brick Babe is.
There it is. Yeah.
Whereas I went to a convention, and did I tell you about this? That I was talking to Dominic, right, from
Mhm.
Lego Masters season 3,
Mhm.
and I had interviewed him and his partner. Who was it? Okay, why is this not sitting right? Ethan, right? I had interviewed them, and and then like midway through the convention, he looks at me and goes, "Are you Brickanista?" I said, "Yeah, we've been talking for like the last 4 days." And he goes, "Can I get a selfie with you?" I go, "Yeah, of course." So it was just funny because you know Lene is easily recognizable, and everybody really loves her and knows who she is. And then I go to a con, it's like, who's that?
Yeah.
I probably should wear more Brickanista swag or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, Brick Babe does a lot, though. You know,
She's really good at
she
promoting all
posts,
kinds of things.
yeah, she posts like 3, 4 times a day, hasn't missed
Yeah.
a day.
Plus, she's got her show with her daughter too. That's
Right.
always fun. The
Right.
Mom and Mo show, I think.
Mom and
Yeah,
so she does an awesome job with promotion.
right. Yeah, I probably need to do a better job of that. But it was just funny that he and I had been chatting for like 4 days or 3 days.
I
And then,
didn't know.
and then he realized who I was. I was like, oh, I know you. And part of it is also my name tag didn't say Brickanista on it. It said
Oh,
Naomi. And so a lot of people don't know. And see, people know Lene is the Brick Babe. So I think not everybody knows, Naomi is the Brickanista. I think I probably need to say that more often. I'm Naomi, the Brickanista. Okay, so I just put in that top layer of plates to lock this down, finally. So I'm only at 75 right now. I'm sure you're much farther along than I am.
You're on page 75?
No, step 76. So I'm on page 89.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on page 95.
Yeah. Like I said, I was knolling and talking and
Yeah,
demonstrating. So
showing things. So
yeah, I've
slows
just
me
learned
down.
that and I think Brickworm mentioned this at the last stream. She goes, it's not a race, but it's just I don't want to be like the one who's slowing everybody down. But I think also I have a backup because I can always finish on Twitch, which is what I did last time.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried. But it is kind of funny the my pace of building, which I'm already slow to begin with, and then when I add streaming on top of that, it's kind of like, okay, well, folks,
Yeah.
you're going to
I
be in
gotta
here
get,
for a while.
I'm not super familiar with Twitch. I really
Hmm.
need to practice watching it more.
Oh, it's okay. It's just another platform. It's just, I think because I started on Twitch, I kind of want to make sure I keep my account active.
Yeah.
And I've also met some really great people on Twitch. One of the people who was on my stream with PT, or I should say, PT was out of town, so I asked Whippy Whipster to fill in for me, and or for PT, and it was great. We had a really great conversation and talked about the Lego Masters New Zealand, and he's from New Zealand, so he was able to provide context. But I learned about him through Twitch. I did not know him through YouTube or Instagram, and it's always great when you can have these different streamers you meet from different platforms and be able to have them come over and work with you. All right. So, for those of you who haven't seen that, essentially we're just putting in a few studs here. Zoom in a little. Just a few studs, 1x4s with end studs, and then the rest are tiles. So then that way this is truly modular when it comes together. And then here's a wide shot of where we are right now. But yeah, so it was funny is that as I was talking to Whippy Whipster, we were talking about one of the episodes, and he mentioned that one of the contestants was wearing a T-shirt from a local city. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so great that he's promoting some of the local cities because he's on the network, and it's always great to see that." And then we just interviewed them yesterday, and I said, "Yeah, there's a lot of people who are really excited that you wore those T-shirts." And he goes, "Well, what happened is that he went on set and he was wearing like a Disney shirt or Marvel or something, with intellectual property, and they said you can't wear that." So he called his mom and said, "When you come up, can you bring a bunch of shirts?" And so the shirts he has, that wasn't intentional. He ended up doing that because he had the wrong shirts to begin with. So,
Oh,
but now he's a lot of people are excited because he is promoting some of these cities that don't get a lot of attention, right? So I thought that was a kind of a neat coincidence. It worked out well for him. Yeah, but we had a lot of fun chatting with them. The Kiwis are just so cool. They're just really laid back and fun loving. I really like them.
hmm.
Do you travel much? Because you live in
No,
New
other
York.
than to see family,
Mm-hmm.
nothing outside of that per se, but I would like to travel.
Mm-hmm.
someday. I
Yeah,
have
I'm still leery about getting on planes right now, but I guess I'm less so now that I've had COVID and I got over it. It's kind of like, okay, if I get it again, it's not too bad. But, the early stages of COVID, if you got it, that it wasn't always clear whether you'd recover or not.
Yeah, Brick Babe says she's still stuck at Brick Fair.
We thought she would be. That's fine. That's okay. You and I are holding down the fort. Tell her to relax. It's all good. So what I'm doing now, for those of you who are wondering, is I'm building that cutaway section. So in this original, oops, let's see if I can turn it to the camera. There's this cutaway here. So we're building the section that's going to fit, I think, right there.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing next. Well, like you said, when you're at a convention, it's kind of like breaking away from, all the people who want to chat with you. And I don't even know if did she bring the Daily Bugle with her to the con, or
I
did
doubt
she,
it. Because
did
when
she,
you go to those, when you go to them, it's just so
yeah,
chaotic.
well,
It's people everywhere.
oh
It,
yeah,
it's a massive amount of people. Like
mm-hmm,
they had Atlanta Brick Con, and I displayed there this
mm-hmm,
past earlier this year, and it was a massive amount of people. You could barely breathe. It was so many people.
yeah. That's why I liked going to the smaller conventions, because you also get to know people better when you go to the smaller conventions. And I saw quite a few of the videos people were posting about Brick World Chicago, and that to me was just so scary. I mean, we talked about that last time too. And Debo, who was there, who happened to be in the chat, he said, "Yeah, that was a fire hazard." Like going to the people who ended up going to, what was
Oh
it,
yeah,
the garage sale.
yeah.
Oh my
It was a
gosh.
fire hazard. It had gotten so packed that the fire marshals had to come in and stop people from going in.
Oh, did they? I
Yes,
didn't hear about
fire
that.
marshals showed up because it was
Wow.
so packed. It
Yeah.
was we were
That
literally there was no room. You could barely turn around.
yeah, I was looking at the videos of it and I just said that reminded me of that tragedy in Seoul, Korea on Halloween, when
Oh,
all those people were wedged into that alleyway,
yeah,
and you're just like going, "Oh man." That, and and some people were trying to tell people, go back, don't go in the alley, because there weren't any police around, right?
yeah,
Oh my goodness. So I didn't hear about that though, about the fire marshal showing up.
yeah. They had
Wow.
fire marshals there. It was insanely packed. So next year they've made arrangements to be in a much larger space.
Well, either that or they're going to have to do like lottery for, when you can go in. So
We
I'm
They
just going to
did that.
show.
They did
Oh,
that.
they did do a lottery and it was still packed like that?
They still you paid for
Oh,
tickets based
man.
on the time of entry,
Oh, wow.
and it was still packed. I mean, there were people. I'd never been to something where it was that packed, and
No, nope, not for
everybody was
me.
just so close together.
Yeah,
It was
that would
insane.
just make me too nervous. Okay, so I wanted to show people that here's the section that is, oops. All right, so here's the section. And remember that piece I was mentioning earlier about this railing? So they
Mhm.
put the railing on the outside, and then this is going to go here and should fit right into that space. Oops. Famous last words. Is there I guess. This is a problem when you do this live. Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect fit. Though it does have a little crack here. Does yours have a crack right
Yes,
there? Okay.
yes.
Okay.
It didn't fill in the hole perfectly.
Oh, okay. Okay. And it does feel a little loose.
Yes.
It's not really clutched. Okay. But there's this little bar. I think that's what you use to pull it out. So you could pull it out later.
Yeah.
This is once again, this is why I like community building because it's like, was yours like this too? Because I'm
Yeah.
sure if I did this on my own, I would probably be going, this doesn't feel right.
And it wasn't even easy to put that in, to wedge
Right.
it in there. It was kind of took me a minute to wedge it in right.
Yeah. You saw what it took for me too. So now these are going to go all around the perimeter. So I'm going to just be, I'm not going to focus on the camera on this, but I just want people to know that all those railings, they're actually kind of more decorative rather than functional, it looks like. So those are all going all the way around the buildings. And like I said, I'm not going to be able to show every, but all the different places, but we'll do our best. This is why, when you're on Lego Masters or something, they have cameras everywhere, right? That you can. I have one camera, one side camera, to to demonstrate some of these things.
Yeah, I can't be on something like that. That's too it would have my anxiety like on a whole nother
Too
level.
much,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you're staring at a clock and that clock is
right.
constantly moving and
Well,
then
and
you're rushing to try to put something together.
plus you
Wow.
don't have enough sleep because
Nope.
they run you like from 6 in the morning till 9 at night, and then you have time to go back to your hotel and shower and then start all over again. You get to
And
do
I
that for what, 6 weeks or so.
yeah, and I am no good without sleep. I'm grumpy. I would be I would be the worst contestant. I would have the worst attitude because I'm tired
Well,
and
they might like that though. You have no idea why they cast certain people right in the shows.
yeah,
Like,
I don't
if you
know.
can show drama, then you're in.
I know I would be really grumpy.
Yeah, I don't. I like having my sleep too. But they've had, I think it was Lego Masters Australia, where somebody actually was ill. They I want to say they were nauseous or something, and so she had to leave, and her partner had to build on her own. They just said, yeah, the clock's going, so you just got to keep going. And I think there was another one. I'm trying to remember which one that was, where the contestant had to be taken to the hospital.
Oh
So
wow.
it's like, yeah, hasn't happened in the U.S., but I think it was the Australian one where that was taking place.
Yeah, I've only seen the US and I think I've seen one Australia, the very first one.
Right. Yeah, everybody keeps telling me to watch the Australian one, and I said I won't until after I'm done with the New Zealand reviews because naturally you want to compare, right?
Yeah.
So now that the New Zealand reviews are done for season one and season two, I think I'll feel a little more comfortable looking at some of the Australian ones. And I hear it's amazing. The
Yeah, it is. The
quality,
Australian one was definitely amazing.
yeah. I think the quality of the builds and I shouldn't say the
Whole
quality of the builds, but I should say
build
that
were
the
just
the,
on a
the
whole
attention that they put onto the builds
yeah.
versus what they do. The U.S. spends way too much time on the drama part, especially giving airtime to um, the celebrity.
Yeah. Oh
One thing,
yeah, I
one thing
agree.
that was nice about the Di Henwood was a celebrity for Lego Masters New Zealand, and he brought just enough comedy to make it lighthearted, but it wasn't all about him. You know,
Right.
I mean, I know um, Will Arnett is important for the show because he brings a lot of that comedy to it, but for builders like us, we want to see the builds. Okay, good. I feel now that I've put on those railings, it feels more complete. It didn't feel that composed. So I'm
Sure.
feeling pretty good about this now.
A lot of stickers.
Oh, are you on stickers?
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I see what they're doing. This was a little confusing, this last section in the middle about what they were doing with the tile. So right here, and I'll go ahead and zoom in here. So I was getting confused because they have a short tile and then they have these clips. Where's the other one? Here it is. So they have the top clip. So there's probably going to be a bar or something over
Hmm.
there. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. And so that is going, there's two of them that are going here. And then we have this tooth piece that goes underneath. Yeah, there we go. So that should be interesting. See how that all comes together. Yeah, I going back to Brick Bay, I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't make it, just because she's going to be, like you said, swamped with all these people.
And I'm sure when she leaves, she's gonna be tired. Just
Yeah,
tired. I know
yeah.
I would. I would be so tired out from talking to people all day because
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm a natural introvert. And so even though I can socialize and talk to people and just yap it up with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
when I leave, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like, whew, I can
Right.
breathe.
You get to relax
I
and
get to relax and
recharge.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no one knows that. Usually when I'm in events like that, people would never
Mm-hmm.
know that I'm an introvert, but I am. And when I
You
leave,
hide
it's
it well.
whoo, goodness.
Yeah, I'm kind of in between. There's times where I really enjoy being an extrovert and other times where I just want to, lay in my bed and just, you know, kind of be in a little cocoon away from the world.
Yeah.
And that's why streaming is actually a good fit because you're doing this all at home, so you're not out in the world. You can still kind of be gregarious and not have to, be concerned about, getting too much, because I don't like crowds. So I think this is why I'm a little nervous about going to Disney, because I'm going to Legoland and I'm planning to go to Disney because of the 100th anniversary. And a
Mhm.
part of me is kind of like, are you sure you want to do that? There's going to be so many people there. But I'm going in the middle of the week. I'm going in
Yeah.
October, and
That
I'm
would probably be best. I mean, during the week it's going to be a lot less people, that's for sure.
right.
Disney has a crowd no matter when you go.
Yeah. So here's the Daily Bugle. If I can focus in on that, there's this bugle sticker that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
But it's going to be on the front of the building. 3 and 3. Okay, why is this not? Oh, okay, it's a 1 by 2. Thought it was a 2 by 2 for some reason. Yeah, my favorite thing about going to conventions is just seeing the people, and especially people that you've talked to. Like when I go to a convention and I meet you in person,
Hmm.
it'll be like a little reunion because we've been chatting and working together on builds, but we haven't met in person, right?
Right.
So that would be really exciting for me. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
imagine for people who are, um, you know, introverts going to a convention and being mobbed by a bunch of random people could be a little disconcerting. I have no idea what this is. This translucent, is this an antenna? Do you know what this is?
I don't know what that is supposed to be. I'm thinking something's going to be hanging off of it at some point.
Oh, like maybe because it is one of those action studs off
Yeah.
of the two cylinders. So maybe you're right. Maybe a minifig is going to go there.
Something's going to be hanging off of it. I'm just
Yeah,
guessing because it's placed in an odd space and it's not centered on the
right.
sign. It's just in a really weird place.
Yeah. So there's that's where they want it. They want it to the right of this bugle sign. It's like,
Right.
what is going there? And you're right, more stickers. Oh, I see. So daily goes on this side and bugle on the other side. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting because lining these up, that might take some time. And this is an interesting technique too. Hmm. So I'll just show people that you have the panel, the 2 by, it's a 2 by 1 by 2 by 2 panel. Then you have a 1 by 2 plate underneath that. Then you turn it sideways and then put the 2 by 4 tile here. And then you have a couple of these 1 by 1 by 1 and 2/3 that go behind it like this, kind of like that. So, so here's another one, this piece.
Mm.
And that is going to be the left part of the sign, which is going to go here. It's going to go right here. And that is going to end up being the daily and then bugle on the other side. So interesting way to do it. But I think putting the sticker on first is probably the good move. So these are the two that actually provide the clutch to the this. And then the other part is just kind of wrap around. So I think I'm going to do this first and then put the stickers on. See how that works.
Yeah.
But yeah, lining them up though, that's going to be interesting. But even though stickers are kind of a pain, they really do bring the mock or the building to life.
They do. They really do. As much as Lego costs, I don't know even why they entertain stickers
Hmm.
because it's a premium product. So why can't everything be printed?
Right.
They charge so much for it.
Yeah, they sure do. So I'm gonna use this technique here, where I learned this from a friend of mine, Glenn, So I'm going to put one here and then the other one on this plate. I mean, we know how it's going to be put together. And then that way you can line up Daily Bugle side by side. So then that way you see what they look like and then you can put it on.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely easier than trying to adjust it even just one side, because then you might be a millimeter off on one side and the other. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, I have a feeling Brick Babe probably won't be joining us today.
No, I doubt it.
And there's the sticker sheet.
It's just too much going on.
Yeah, that's why I even said, we don't have to do it today. It's okay, but she'll catch up. She'll catch up later. I think whenever we do one of these, it's kind of like you and I both ended on bag number 3, and that who was it? Royal Bricks Grant. He's already done bag 4, so in a way, him coming in later, I'm still on bag 4. Have you started on bag 5 yet?
I'm about to start 5.
Okay, yeah. So I think him coming in is probably going to be just about perfect because you'll be working on bag 5 and I'll probably still be working on bag 4. Okay, this isn't too bad. So I put them side by side like this.
Mm-hmm. That's
Since
a
they're,
good idea.
since they're going to be separated, I mean, this is off on the right a little bit more than this one, but I'm not going to worry about it at this point.
Yeah.
You have another fan in the chat. PT McEwen's here.
Hi,
Hi,
PT
PT.
McEwen.
Your your CMF series
Thank
in the background.
you.
Yeah. How you doing, PT? We were just talking about our interviews with the Lego Masters New Zealand and how nice it was when they said it was the best interviews that they've been through in so far, and that was like, wow, that's awesome. Thank you. So we're doing a good job with interviews. People like being on our show. So there's the daily part. I mean, I don't want to give away things, but let's just say they're very popular. So for them to tell us that we were one of the best interview that they've done, of all the interviews they've done, that's
Yeah, I
pretty
saw it
cool.
last night.
Oh, that's right. You were in the chat for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think we brought up things that most interviewers wouldn't talk about, like the T-shirts he was wearing. And that was kind of a cool story because going back to Whippy Whipster, he was talking about how, the shirts were a nice tribute to some of the local communities. And then we found out that wasn't the plan. It was kind of like an accident because he brought in shirts that they wouldn't allow him to wear. Okay, so there's my Daily Bugle sign. That actually looks really good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it.
You can't tell. What
Yeah.
helps is that bugle in the
Yeah,
middle.
the bugle in the middle definitely helpful.
So even if it was off even just a little, you wouldn't notice it
Yeah,
because bugle.
yeah, I'm happy with it.
Now, if it was something like that green got sticker, have you seen the new
Green
Harry
dots?
Potter green dots?
Whoa.
Um, well, where it says Green Gots Bank, they
Mm-hmm.
have green on one sticker and Gots Bank on the other sticker.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks so awful.
Oh no.
It looks awful. And that's it. that's a perfect example of why didn't they just print that?
Make a sticker. Yeah.
You got a
Oh, I'm
$500
sorry. Make it a printed tile. Yeah.
$500 set, and you couldn't print the one sticker that's in it.
Yeah.
That that would be very disappointing if I was buying that set.
So I'm just showing the snot technique that they're doing for this. So it's just two 2x4 plates, and then the snot brick that has the step, and then a 1x4 plate here. And then what they're doing is they're putting these grills like this on the side. For anybody who's into micro builds, they would like this. And then what's hilarious is that this has a little bird that comes with it. So we got that, and then the bird. I love these little birds. They're always very cute. So got that little micro build going on. Now where's this going? Oh, okay, so this is going onto the side of the building where that web was. I don't know if I can show people that, but yeah, this is where I wish I had a nicer setup, but this actually isn't too bad. So these 4 snot bricks that are here, or studs, I should say. So this is gonna sit on this little ledge. So we got a bird hanging out. Oh, Grant's here. Hey, Grant. So let me welcome to the stream.
Oh, Grant's here.
Grant's here. Woo! That's
Hey.
Hey.
good to see you.
You too.
And I was just mentioning to Yvette that when you show up, she'll probably be starting on number 5. So
It's
Yep.
funny that's actually that's actually right when I showed up in the green room.
oh,
You predicted it perfect because I'm literally starting number 5.
so there you
All
go.
right.
So
Yeah.
you two have fun. I'm still on 4. Good to have you here, Grant.
Good to be here. Yeah, it's what you were talking about, the Gringotts and stickers, and I was like, it's so sad when they do that. Like when they
It is.
as small things could be as print and they don't. It's like
It is. I said that's the one thing, the one sticker in the whole set, you couldn't print that.
And to me the like Ideas has been one of those that they didn't sticker. They almost always printed it. And one of the first times they decided to print or sticker was now in the new Sanderson sister house. And book is a sticker. No. Book should be a print.
Should be a print. Should be a print.
Of all of them, book should be a print. I don't care if some of the other ones can be stickers, fine. Book is iconic. Book needs to be a print.
Yeah, that would have been nice. But they didn't do that though for some of the other books. Like, isn't that Little Mermaid book also a sticker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, I would love to see that. Just like how they made the globe, that little minifigure head as a globe.
Yep.
It's like, do more of that.
Yes.
And since I have the camera here,
I really like this Sandman figure.
Oh, here, let me give you full screen. Hold up.
That is really cool.
The when you say the Sandman, I'm also thinking about the other Sandman. The one that
the Neil Gaiman book?
Yes,
character?
Thank you. I was trying to remember his last name, Neil Gaiman. Yeah.
This is a really, really cool fig. I like this.
Oh yeah, I love that stand. That's really cool.
Yes.
Swirling.
Yes.
That reminds me of, since we were talking about video earlier, the Banshee character had those same kind of wispy legs like that, or
Well,
and
this
I
is
think the genie in one of the CMFs has
this is a
those
different one to
legs.
those, because this one actually has an open. It has an open force stud. It's actually really cool.
Oops, hold up. I can't move fast enough with my left hand. Okay.
So it's
Oh,
got this in center, and it's hollow core in the middle. And because
oh,
the Banshees one's like it's actually like a stand, but this one's actually a full on like column.
wow.
Yep.
That's
If
nice.
you look at it, his leg is going through it, like his pants leg. Almost looks like water
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the middle of the rock.
Oh, and it also kind of looks like right here. It kind of looks like it's actually like his hand, because like the way
Oh,
it's gripping,
Right.
it kind of looks like a hand.
It
It's
does.
cool.
It's really cool. I love this fig.
wow. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, we were talking about earlier. I don't know if you heard when we were talking about the Brick Babe being caught up at Brick Fair. And
Yeah.
I said, "Are you sure you you want to try to come over here? Because you're going to be busy."
Right. Yep. Yep. And I was actually I intended to show up on time, but I got stuck in a nap. I woke up at like half hour into showtime. I'm like, oh well,
Oh,
I'm glad it was pre-planned then.
that
Yeah.
you actually decided that I'm going to be late. Well, if you had to take a nap, then your body needed that.
Absolutely. Obviously, yes.
I was telling PT, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but we did a special broadcast for Lego Masters New Zealand because Karsten was our guest and he's in Denmark.
Oh,
So
okay.
we had to do it, I think it was 10 o'clock on Saturday. And that's not my prime time, right? So and even PT says, "Yeah, you were different, but you still kept going." I said, "Yeah, I mean, of course for the guests, we'll do what we can for the guests, but don't expect me to be really chipper and I'll do my best, but that's why it was great having PT there because he's a morning person. So he could keep things going. I was like, thank goodness for that. Well, you were talking about Hocus Pocus earlier, and did you make that set? Because I know you were asking me about it. I think it was you who was asking me if I got that set.
I have not yet. I haven't bought it yet. One of
Yeah.
those to be bought, but it'll probably be after spooky season this year.
Yeah,
Right.
I've bought it, but I haven't put it together yet.
Hmm.
I'm
I'm
gonna
on the
wait.
fence about it.
I'm gonna wait till Halloween and put it together while I'm watching the movie.
Oh, that's a good idea. Now I think I'm trying to remember who said that they were going to do it like for a Halloween stream, but I don't know. I think the minifigs look awesome, and it looks like that would be a fun thing to do.
And once again, to me, they missed the mark a little bit. They missed Eddie.
I know. I
Oh,
bought an Eddie Fig though.
Did
Hi, the
you?
life of Ava. Hi, life Ava. She's new. Said good evening.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome to the stream.
wow. Look at this. I looked down for a moment and it's like, my gosh, we got lots of chats
Yeah,
here
I bought a custom Eddie Fig
from
from
St. Louis. Welcome.
where was it? Where did it come from? I bought it custom so that I would have an Eddie.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
You bought it before the set came
Thank you
out?
for subscribing too. Thank you. It's like a flurry of chat. Like I said, I was literally looking down, and all of a sudden you're going, "Oh, hey, Ava." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Like, sorry, I missed that earlier. It's kind of like, the struggle is real.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't know how you do it with all the streaming. It's a lot. Good for you.
It is.
Well, it's not just the stream itself; it's also the prep work.
Yep. Oh
You
yeah,
know,
that's all that goes into it. Yeah.
yeah. There's the other part of it that's the detail that you have to like have the title cards done, and then to co-stream on Rumble, I have to get all of the streamer configurations right for that too.
Oh man.
So yeah, there's things behind the scenes that I have to do.
How many platforms are you on?
Let's see. That's a good question. I I stream mostly on YouTube, but I also stream on Twitter, or I'm sorry, Twitch every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do the uh, Instagram very rarely, mostly kind of when I'm touring a convention hall because I
Mm-hmm.
have my cell phone, so it's just easier than trying to do a YouTube stream.
Right.
And then, Grant has seen me do that at a convention where I'll just whip out my phone and I'll say, okay, it's Instagram Live. So I don't know if that counts or not. That's more like out of necessity more than anything else. But so how many platforms is that now? Three? Twitch,
Three.
YouTube, Instagram.
Three.
Then there's Rumble.
Rumble. I've never
And
heard of Rumble.
four. It's a fairly new platform. And what I like about it is that they don't really have a group that censors your content if it's something that they don't agree with,
Mm-hmm.
especially with what happened with the pandemic. I don't want to get political here, but there were scientists that I follow, like doctors who had certain opinions about the vaccine, and they blocked their channels, even though they were stating scientific facts. So they moved over to Rumble, and I followed them over to Rumble, and just so they could continue to talk about some of these things. And I mentioned this early on when I was streaming when the vaccines first came out that I was waiting for Novavax because Novavax is a traditional vaccine, and there was a lot of blowback for people who weren't promoting like Pfizer and some of the others. So that's why I'm just kind of like, okay. It's kind of a backup. I have Rumble as a backup, more or less, in case they decide that they're going to censor me. Not that my content would be necessarily edgy enough to be censored, but I figure, if I start the Rumble platform, then I know I still have a place to stream and still have my content out there.
Brickanista the Rebel.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It just bothers me when
Yeah.
certain content is allowed and other content is not
Right. Yeah.
for whatever reason, whatever their decisions are.
Yeah.
This is kind of an interesting sub build for the newsstand or the newspapers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know it doesn't look that interesting, but I'll kind of give a side view. Is that you have this rocker hinge here, and then you have a 1 by 3 by 2 with two studs underneath. Here, I probably should pull this up. So you have that, the 1 by 3 with the two studs, and then you put the 1 by 2 with the one stud in the middle, and then this pre-printed tile, thankfully, with newspapers, goes on top. So it has this kind of layered effect, so it looks like there's a stack of newspapers there.
Yeah.
I like that. It does lay kind of funny though, kind of at a low angle. Wasn't expecting that.
So Life of Ava, you do Funko Pops. That's not one that I've gotten into yet. That is definitely my partner who likes certain ones, but yeah, that's not a Funko Pop. Is not one that I've gotten into yet. Which
Oh,
I
I
think
don't,
my
don't
partner's
go
high
down
about
that. Stay out of the light.
that.
Don't go down that rabbit hole with Funko
Stay
Pop
out of the light. Stay out of the
and
light.
Funko Pop video making. Oh wow.
Be thankful you have not gone down the Funko path because it is addictive.
You know who works for Funko is Brickworm,
Oh,
Deneen.
Oh,
really?
really?
She works for Funko. Yeah, they're
Oh,
based
cool.
in Seattle, that area,
Oh,
and
cool.
yeah. So I think she works on the video games. But yeah, I've never. In fact, the only Funko I have was given to me as a gift, and I don't know if he's still here, but Matthew Builds Bricks gave it to me. It's a little Funko Batman. I think I might have it here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is the only Funko I have, and it's a little one, the little Batman, and I got that as a gift. So I have not spent my own money on Funko.
Well, I have spent too much.
Hello
So
Kitty, the life Ava loves that Funko Pop collection a lot too. Yeah.
I have well over 1,800 Funko
Oh
Pops.
my gosh,
Wow.
you need to join a Funko Pop stream. Talk about your Funko Pop collection.
No, because they'll just encourage me to keep buying more.
You're not
That's what
wrong.
we do. We're enablers.
Yep.
Whatever hobby you have, you can find an enabling group.
Truth.
Yes, but I tell everybody stay away from the light.
Well, it's easy to shop for you.
Hmm.
It's easy to shop for you. You can just get you a
Lego
Yeah,
or Funko. Yeah.
I,
certificate for.
I stopped buying them though maybe about 3 years ago because
Hmm.
it got to the point where they were releasing a lot of stuff that I really had no interest in. They started
Hmm.
moving towards anime, and I really
Oh,
don't know anything about anime. I'm more of a classic cartoon girl, from the cartoons
Looney
from the
Tunes.
70s, early 80s.
Hmm.
And once they went through all of those cartoon characters from the late 70s, 80s, early 90s, I was pretty much done. I
Right.
had
Okay.
pretty much bought all of what I had interest in. So, but yeah, I got way too many of them. Way too many.
No, I have not gone down the Funko collection.
Yeah, I enjoy them,
Apparently,
but they take up a lot of space. It's like I wish I had a much bigger house,
right.
which I have a big house as it is. Can't imagine it being bigger, but still, I wish I had a room dedicated just to Funko
A
because
Funko room.
a
Wow.
Funko room because I have that much. Just have
Yeah,
a room just for Funko,
that's a
where I
lot.
can actually,
1,800 is a lot of anything,
yeah, it's a
but
lot.
all Funko, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
I have my two Lego rooms. I don't know if I definitely could not handle Funko Pop in with my Lego because that's the only space there is.
Yeah,
I have one, just that little one. And like I said, I got it as a gift. I don't know what I'd do if somebody gifted me or, left me in their will, their Funko Pop collection. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know. I guess I could, if somebody left it to me as like in a will or something, I would probably give them away. I would probably, parse them out and say, okay, this person likes Batman, so I'm going to give the
There you
Batman
go. Yeah.
ones to that person, kind of do it that way. So have you priced out your collection with the appraiser?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's definitely worth something.
I was going to
Um,
say 1,800 just, if you were just to say $10 a piece, that's lowballing it, and
yeah.
that's a lot.
So I have some pops that are worth like over $500.
Oh my gosh.
So some of them,
Wow.
it's like I love them so much because people are like, "Girl, you should sell that. You need to sell it. You need to sell it." And I'm
Mhm.
like, "No, I like this pop so
Oh, they're my babies.
I
No.
can't part with it." So I'm definitely not a flipper. Yes.
Well, and that's the thing. If it brings you joy, then you
Yep.
should keep it.
Yeah.
That's what
Yep.
that woman Marie Kondo talks about when she's talking about decluttering. That
Yeah.
you hold something, and you think about it, and you say, "Does this bring me joy?" And if
Yeah.
it brings you joy, then you should hold on to it. But if it's something that you've kept because somebody else gave it to you, and it really isn't something that gives you joy, then you should, donate it. So
Yeah.
don't feel bad about holding on to your collection.
Nope.
That
Yeah.
brings you joy.
And I mean, I picked a lot of stuff that was what was my childhood.
Yeah.
Right.
And so when I look at them, it brings back so many memories
Exactly. It brings
growing
you
up with
joy.
my brother and
Hmm.
watching cartoons, and
Hmm.
it's just a lot of memories attached to them. So I'm like, no, I don't want to sell it. I don't want to sell
Yeah.
it.
Well, we're telling you, you don't have to sell it.
Nope. Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of my friends with Lego, they're like, "Oh, hey, you have so much. You should sell this. You should sell that." Or I'm like, "No, no, no. That's not how this works. I will get what I enjoy. I will,
Hmm.
you know." But they're like, "Oh," and some of the people's like, "Oh, well, it's worth this." I'm like, I only think about what worth is when I'm buying things, when I'm buying
Right.
parts or buying that. But when I'm actually like, I don't ever sell them, so I don't. That's the only my only value is how much I have to spend to get it.
Right.
Well,
Right.
clearly the life Ava enjoys Funko Pop. And welcome back, Moment Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
you hit the nail on the head, though. It because it reminds you of your childhood, and it gives you happy memories of that childhood. That's why you collect them, right?
Exactly. That's exactly why I collect them, because when I saw it, it brought up such a wonderful memory,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just hard to part with it. And people are just like, "Girl, that pop is worth what? You need to sell it, sell it."
What else?
They
I'm
just
like,
don't understand.
"Yeah,
Well,
they
I think
don't."
I think there's two things. I think it's they don't realize, they don't understand like the nostalgia or the care that it brings, or the joy it brings you. And then two, sometimes people also think, oh well, you can use that for something else. It's like, nope, the value is in having it.
No, it's the memory
Yep.
that
Yep. That's
has
right.
Mhm.
tied
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
And also, it establishes relationships too with other people that share your hobby. Just like the three of us, if we didn't like Lego, we would have never met, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
That's
Right.
part of why people say, why are you, spending all that time with those Lego groups? I said it's the fellowship too.
Yeah.
It's not just this whole idea of collecting just for the sake of collecting. It's the people that you meet, the things you learn when you're talking to other people too who enjoy the hobby.
Yeah. So when I got back into Lego, no one in my circle builds Lego.
Hmm.
Not even my son. He has
Yet,
no interest in it.
yet. What's interesting is more and
He's
more of my friends have started, and they go, "Oh, I didn't realize Lego was so cool." It's like, yeah, hello.
I've
Yeah,
been
no,
telling you.
Yeah,
he doesn't feel the way that I do. But
I think he will someday. Give
it's
him
just one
time.
of those things that um my biggest thing is having conversations for him. I'm like, okay, now when I die, don't sell this in a yard sale.
Right, right. People don't
Don't give
understand.
away a modular for $5. Trust me.
No.
This is part of your inheritance.
Yeah.
So depart wisely. Don't
Right.
give it away and just squander it.
Well, the counterpoint to that, though, is children who have had their parents sell their collection only
Right.
when they get out of their dark ages to find out that it's all gone. And
Right.
it's that's the other part. It's like if you are a parent and have a bunch of Lego in your attic, don't sell it because your child may come back into the hobby later.
Right. Yep.
Okay, I need to
My
ask you, is this supposed to be off center from this?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm
Yep.
looking at the picture. It almost looks like it should be centered, but okay,
No, it's off. Yep.
it's off. Okay.
Yeah, my partner has so we joke. Some people are like, how can you let Grant buy so much Lego and all this stuff? And he's like, he has his allowance. It's fine, whatever. And then
Mhm.
and then he also says, I know what I'm doing when he dies. I am selling that when he dies, so I'm good.
Oh my goodness.
But also, we have a rule that he is not allowed to sell it. It's one of our friends has to do it because that same reason. Not selling not selling my stuff for like $10. It's like, oh no, that's not worth that. You're
Right.
selling it for more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I hadn't thought about, who should get my collection. I guess my nephew might. He's the only one who has expressed an interest. But when I said yet, when I was down in for my birthday, my brother bought me the wildflower bouquet,
Okay.
and I split it up so that me and three of my nieces and nephews could build it together. And then all of a sudden, I mean, one of them, my nephew James, he likes Lego, so I already knew that would be fine. And then the my niece Mary, her boyfriend is into Lego,
Hmm.
so she was really interested in it. And then my niece Caitlin, she was like, "Yeah, I'll do that for you, Aunt Naomi, because it's your birthday, right?" But then after it was done and we had the whole bouquet together, she goes, "Oh my God, this is great!" And she took pictures of it. And then this is the funny part, is that I brought the bouquet back. I went over to my brother's house and we built it with my nieces and nephews. And then I brought it back to my parents' place where I was staying. And my mom started taking pictures of it. And then she wouldn't let me take it home. She she kept it.
Oh,
She liked it
wow.
so much. Yeah. So I thought that was hilarious. So I think what I'm going to do is have my brother pick up the regular bouquet instead of the wildflower bouquet. So to go to the Lego store, because her birthday's next week, and
Okay.
so have him go pick it up and say, "This is from, your daughter, and she wants you to build it with your nieces and with your grandkids."
Nice.
So we'll see. I'll see if I can convince my brother to do that.
I definitely liked the wildflower better because I actually built them like within a day of each other, and I definitely liked the
Oh,
wildflower a lot better than I liked.
yeah, it is nice.
The wildflower was nice.
I
Like
do
the
like the
colors,
regular bouquet though too.
like the colors and all that stuff were just so amazing for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wildflower. Yeah, so much more exciting.
Very nice too for Thanksgiving. So I think I haven't gotten the table centerpiece, but I'm thinking when I go to visit my family for the holidays, I may want to pick that one up.
Yeah, that table piece one is nice.
I love this little newsstand. So cute.
It
Oh,
is.
wait till you see it connect.
Yeah, I saw in the instructions that it connects to those little baby bottle pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know if people want to see that, but I don't know if I can angle the camera right. Let's see if I can do this. So here's the green, and then there's a baby bottle piece here and a baby bottle piece here, and there are, oops, yeah, I can't do this with the focus, but there's some clips. and it's supposed to just drop in right there, but I can't do it with me balancing this in front of the camera. So trust me on it. And yeah, that's brilliant. That is a brilliant build.
Yep.
Really like that. And I should be done pretty soon because I'm now down to foliage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was funny that my mom says, I want to keep this. So now all of a sudden my family is now getting into Lego, even though my nephew has always been into it. So he and I built the Cooper, the Mini Cooper, when it
Nice.
came out, like what, 2014 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing about Lego is that when people find out that I do this,
Mm-hmm.
they're like amazed. Like when they come in my Lego room and they see my city and all this Lego in this room,
Yeah.
everybody's first reaction is, "Oh my God, Yvette!"
Right. Right. And then they start to understand, right?
And they understand, and they all think is wonderful, but they can't see themselves doing it.
Yeah.
But they love the way it looks and how fun it is. But they're just not Lego people, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be surprised because with the pandemic, more people started enjoying the hobby. And I think too that Lego, with their promotion of adults welcome, that
Yeah.
they've made it acceptable to be, because we're like playing with toys, right? As
Right.
adults. So I think a lot of their promotional focus really helped with that too.
Yeah.
So, so you're funny laughing. Okay, Life Ava. Where are you based, Life Ava? What city or country are you based in? Oh, is that your dog?
Yeah. Yeah, they were playing with each other.
My dog just responded to the bark. She's like, where's that bark coming from? I went to see a naturopath the other day. There's one thing I love about the Portland area is that there is this Center for Holistic Healing, which is I think it's actually like a college, and there's a lot of naturopaths here. So I went to visit with her, and she had a labradoodle that is like 11 and a half months old labradoodle that was just lying on the floor chilling. And she goes, yeah, if you want to bring your dog next time, that's fine. I was like, wow, already I like you. How many doctors let you bring their dogs into the office?
Right. It's
Or
true.
when you're having an appointment,
Yep. Yeah, my partner's a massage therapist, and when he was going through getting looking at schools and stuff, he was really actually interested in the School of Eastern Medicine. So
is that also in Portland?
Yep.
Yeah, I think my naturopath is also the reason why I went to see her. Is she's big into acupuncture.
Nice.
So I think I may have told you about that. I recently had an incident where I said, you know what, the current medical establishment is rigged. They want you to keep going through surgeries and procedures and what have you, and it's
Right.
a phrase that instead of promoting health care, they're promoting sick care because they get money for people who are sick rather than for people who are well.
Right.
So
you're taking a medication to offset the side effects of this medication, which you're taking to offset this feeling. Yep.
Oh, it's awful. That's why I'm really hopeful this is going to work out with her because I'm really excited about it. Okay, I think I'm now ready for bag number 5. How many extra pieces did you have? I know Yvette, you hate all the extra pieces, but
I hate them dearly. I
They're
had
so
an
fun.
extra daredevil head, little
Yeah.
point,
yep,
and then the little bottle cap, looks like a
yep.
little baby bottle top. Then I had
Mm-hmm.
another one of the clear white tops that went on that round we were talking about.
Mm-hmm. The action stud.
Yep. Then got another little red stick.
So this
A
is what I have roughly.
yes, that's what I have.
I have 10 pieces
Yep.
left over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep.
Okay,
And
good. I'm ready for bag number 5. I'm now kind of catching up to you guys. So Ava hasn't responded to my question. Where are you based? Where are you based? What country, city?
Might have left
Now we're down to 2 bag 5s instead of 3 bag 4s.
it.
I'm glad you warned us about that last time.
Yeah, it's
There were
wild.
so many bag 4s. And I think similar to last time, I think I'm only going to get through 2 bags or 2 sets of bags. But feel free to keep going because I'm going to slow you guys down. Because like I said, I can do bag 6 tomorrow night on Twitch to catch up.
well, I'm glad you brought up the idea to build this because otherwise it may have sat in my backlog forever.
Same.
Sat there for a while, huh?
Yeah. Because I
Well, I'm
like
now,
the set, but I was always hesitant to put it together because I'm like, where am I going to put it? You know?
mm-hmm,
And so
right. Well, you have a city though, right?
I do, but I my city is almost full.
Oh, okay.
So between my own personal mocks and then the
Mm-hmm.
modulars, you
Right.
know, a lot of the space is gone.
Well, I finally looked at duck bricks based on your recommendation, Grant. And even though it's kind of cool, he has things hanging from the walls and everything, I just don't see myself doing that.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Kind of going back to Yvette's point about space. I mean, really, the last place you have once you fill up your table space and you go up to, shelves is
Yeah.
hanging it from the ceiling. And I know some of my mock friends do that with spaceships and things like that.
Right.
But, you can't really hover a city like that.
No, that would not be advisable.
I mean, it would be kind of cool to see
Yeah.
if somebody does that, where I think you could probably have a suspending shelf if you wanted to do like a city in the clouds or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Well,
But yeah,
did you see his haul from the first?
I saw him
Oh, I saw that.
walking down his stairwell backwards while he's talking to the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
He's good for that. He should get like an Oscar or something. How he walks,
I mean,
how he
so
walks down the steps makes me think of the
he-
Oscars.
he walks and then he doesn't even hesitate to look down, or he just knows, right?
He just knows.
Yeah.
All his videos start like that.
Now I'm wondering, there is an Asian guy in Lego Masters Season 4 who kind of looks like him.
It is him.
It is him? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, because he does that evil laugh, right? And
Yeah.
no,
That's
him.
the
Okay.
one.
Okay. Well, I don't know his name. I just know Duck Bricks. So,
Yeah.
and if they're gonna put out teasers like that, we're gonna guess who these people are. So, all right. So I have the two figures now.
Taxi
And-
done.
Yay.
Oh, you got the taxi done. Here, let me zoom in on you. Hold up. That looks like a nice build too.
It's a nice taxi.
And this is the taxi driver, right? That I just built.
Yeah.
That goes into that car.
The one with the hat on.
I
Yep.
think it's similar to the taxi driver in the vintage taxi.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. But that's a nice build. And you put the stickers on too. Or are those printed?
This is
No,
a sticker. There's no printed pieces. Everything's a sticker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it looks nice. Good job.
I am not liking this. The next step. The next part of the Sandman. I am not liking that. My dyslexia that is throwing me off.
Uh-oh.
Really, I'm about to start it now.
Yeah, it has thrown me off.
It looks complicated.
My friend builds cars all the time, and he would just breeze through this really quickly. But, some people just have an affinity for certain shapes.
Yeah.
It takes me a while to adjust.
Wait, how the heck?
Uh-oh. Are you running into the dyslexia issue?
So, well, no. So I got this base that they want the Sandman to sit on,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like I'm trying to put. It's like I am not figuring out how to put these 4 studs into this section. Like it doesn't sit like a normal,
Hmm.
How the heck?
I'll take the spotlight off of you.
Yes, please.
No pressure. More pressure.
Yes, please. How the heck?
Yeah.
Once you start adding the concrete to the sides, it just looks crazy.
Oh, okay. I got to figure it out.
Yay.
So these studs go between the columns. So the studs actually go between these.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, the studs go between them.
See, you're like our scout, getting us, prepped for what's
ready.
to come.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it on once. Now I can't get on again.
It's interesting using the boat stud to attach the yellow piece, the inverse boat stud.
Yeah, I love those.
Your dog needs attention again. So I'll show the camera about this yellow section. Is that it's a 1x6 with this corner, with the angle here. Let me see if I can get this. All right, I'm gonna make this full screen. I think it's probably too small to see like this. There we go. So we have this, and then we have just a plain stud, which I think is the chrome stud, right? Or is it just gray? anyway, I can always replace it. But so we have that stud. And then what I was mentioning about this is that underneath they tell you put this 2x2 boat stud here. So then that way when you line this up, it lines up perfectly like that. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous.
Yes.
I do like having this side camera for little cutaways like that.
I'm loving this cute little dumpster.
Dumpsters?
Yep.
There's a hot dog in here too. At least the bun. There's the bun. I'm guessing there's going to be a hot dog in there too. A sausage?
Just wait till you get there. Wait till you see it.
Oh.
Because I'm building the dumpster now, and I'm like, oh, that's genius.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't see a sausage in here.
Because it's not your standard sausage. No,
it's
your sausage.
Okay. I'll wait. I shall wait.
When you notice it, you're like, oh, that is genius.
Okay.
And of course you get an extra.
Yeah. Extra. Gotta love them. Gotta love them.
Your favorite. Oh no! I just dropped a gray piece on a grayish carpet. Okay. At least if you're on like hardwood, you can hear it where it clicks. But when it falls on carpet, and it's like, oh no, no.
Have you ever noticed how when you drop a Lego piece, it always bounces?
Yes.
Yep.
It's the craziest thing to me. How in the world did you bounce off of carpet?
Right.
It's interesting how they use this pistol, I guess, for an exhaust. I think that's an exhaust.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yep. Stop.
It's nice not having so much gray to work with. All this yellow is nice. It's a nice, to break it up a bit. So when I asked Life Ava where they're from, they've disappeared. I've not heard anything since.
Yeah, I think they left the chat before we got a chance to talk to them about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, I must have done something bad.
Why is that?
I am done with bag 5, and I have a lot of extras.
Uh-oh.
I mean, a lot. Okay. Yep, now I know why. Okay. I missed the entire step. Okay.
When you're putting Sandman's base together, it's very convoluted.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's what you were talking about, right?
Yep.
Earlier, that your dyslexia was kicking in?
Yep. That was definitely where it kicked in hardcore. Just put this here. Wait, where does here mean?
Right. Yeah, this Sandman build is It's crazy.
So now we have the taxi stickers. Fun. It's like more stickers. I wonder if you're like at a Bricks and Minifigs, if you were to get this set and they're not able to complete it because it doesn't have the minifigs. I imagine they probably parted out,
Yeah.
and they probably have a bunch of these like taxi 1x4s with the the sticker on the side.
Yeah.
Which goes back to if you're planning to keep this and you want to keep everything intact, but if you're going to reuse it, like one of the hardest decisions I had was I ended up parting out the Haunted Mansion, the one through the carnival ride, with the big elevator, because I wanted those olive green bricks for another mod. And then as I was tearing it apart, I was like thinking, wow, these parts are cool, but maybe they would be better in a pick a brick bin kind of thing, like at a Bricks and Minifigs.
Yeah.
Stickers, more stickers. 24 and 25. I'm trying to pretend I'm enjoying the process. If you say it with a joyful tune, then you're going to enjoy it. It's kind of like Mary Poppins, right?
All right, I have 13 extras from bag 5. Bags 5.
Is that right?
I think so.
That's a lot of extras.
Right.
I do like the fact that they have these clear stickers or transparent ones.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, I just watched that movie since I was talking about Mary Poppins called Saving Mr. Banks, which talks about P.L. Travers and Disney and the whole negotiation that went back and forth about getting the rights for, Mary Poppins. And her life was interesting, the writer. So it's really about the writer, not so much about Mary Poppins or Disney.
Yeah.
But the writer's life, P.L. Travers. And Emma Thompson just did a knockout job.
Well, there's still that I think they did a good job, but I think there's still a little more that they didn't express of like how just harsh Walt Disney was to her.
Oh,
because he was pretty strong in his opinions and stuff, and
Yeah,
how
I've
in the
heard
show, like, but he
Mr.
was also
Ross.
even more like, we own this. This is ours.
Yeah, I've heard some stories about him that people's shaking their boots when he come around.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Tom Hanks played him as a folksy kind of character, but yeah. I mean, he was a businessman in the end, right? So.
Yep.
So I totally get that.
Did you put all the garbage in your garbage can, Grant?
I did the ones that it told me to do.
Okay.
Three of my extras are extra garbage.
Because I'm not going to have 13 pieces.
Okay.
It's your garbage. You can put whatever you want in there. You are empowered.
Even though they kind of set up one of them to be a like recycle bin, even though it just says garbage. Or it shows garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're right.
So the taxi am I imagining things, or are the wheels aligned? Or is one front part narrower than the back, or no, they line up. Never mind. A moment of confusion.
Yeah, the front end is a little longer, but yeah, it all ends up.
Okay, I see it now. But yeah, the stickers, more stickers. So going back to what I was mentioning before, I had mentioned this. I think, I'm not sure if you were on the stream by then, but when you're putting a sticker like in between these two studs, that if you put the whole thing on a longer, like a plate, then you have better leverage when you're trying to stick things on there. So sticker number 27. AFA 015. Does that mean anything? Sometimes the license plates mean things.
Yeah, they often do, but I have no idea. I have no idea what it means. But yeah, usually there's some.
It could be the designer's initials, or
Yep. Yeah, it either has something to do with the designer's initials or like characters something too. Yeah.
Okay, so leftovers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yep.
Now, are you going to continue with bag number 6?
Oh, bag 6. It doesn't look like. Oh no, I take that back. It's bag 6.
Are you doing that, Grant, or?
Yeah, I'm already on. Yeah, I'm on 6.
You're already on 6. Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm still still plowing through 5, so I will do 6 on my Twitch stream. That'll make my Twitch followers happy.
Yeah.
I was on, when I was working on this last Sunday or the Sunday before.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my God, she's streaming.
6 is pretty long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can hang with us, or if you need to head out, that's fine. No worries.
Ooh.
Because we have been streaming now for 2 hours, 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah, because I think if I do bag 6, that'll be another 30, 45 minutes, maybe.
It's up to you. We'll be here. You can just kind of hang out and chat if you want. You don't have to, or you could build something else if you wanted to. That was just like when Debo was on, when he was watching us, and he said, "I'm already on. I built all these things." It's like, okay, Debo, show off.
When I intended to show up on time, I actually intended to like break open one of my dreams builds to build while y'all were finishing.
Oh.
Bag 4.
Well, it actually worked out well that you were late then.
Yes.
But you said you were going to be late, so technically you weren't late.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask. It looks like the color is off. Is there? Oh, I see it now. Okay, so there's like this bright orange, bright orange with the yellow. It's different.
You mean the translucent?
No, I'm talking about the 1x1, this color.
Oh yeah.
I was looking for the regular yellow, and it turns out it's like that cheesy orangish yellow.
Yeah, it's hidden in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it hides. Yeah, it's like right here on the edge, and you can't really even tell. You can't even tell that it's that color change.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was just looking for the right color.
Well, that's sometimes where it throws me. Like I was just in the bag of for bag bag 6, and when it started, so it started with one. You're like, here's this color. It's like, which shade of gray is that?
Oh yeah.
Is it the regular gray? Is it light gray or dark gray? And you know, when you get one color, you can't tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then you flip through, and it's like, okay, that was a light gray, not a dark gray. Okay.
Right.
But never quite sure.
And it's trans orange, right? Not the trans red on the side.
Correct.
They have a trans yellow.
Hey, Axel Plate.
Axel played. Gute Nacht, Brickanista. Guten Nacht. Actually, is it Abend? Guten Abend? Gute Abend. Which is afternoon for us.
Guten Nacht.
3:00 in the afternoon for us.
So it's nighttime where he is.
Yes, because if he's in the Netherlands, which I think he is, then it's 9 hours ahead, so it's 11 p.m.
That's late.
Or midnight.
Axel.
See, I can speak in German, but I still have to practice my. That's what I need to do. Is I need to put together my Dutch and start going. Can I speak that?
It's one of those things. You lose it if you don't use it.
That's true.
I lived in Germany for 3 years.
Oh.
And I used to speak German well enough to be able to have a conversation, or just general conversation. Now, don't ask me anything. That was like in 1990. From 1991 until 94, I lived in Germany.
Really?
That was a very long time ago.
That's cool.
So I had to learn, and I lived on the economy with other Germans. So I didn't even live on post on the military base.
Okay.
We lived actually with the nationalists. So my neighbor spoke German. My landlord spoke German, very little English. So we had to learn how to speak German in order to function.
Right.
And TV was German. We didn't get American TV. So you see TV shows that they play here in the United States. So I would see TV shows and think, oh, I know this episode. And then with them speaking German, it helped me to kind of get an idea of what they were saying.
Nice.
Yeah. Because it was shows that I had seen before here in the States.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I had a similar experience when we were in Japan. We lived also off base and stuff, and we loved living out in town.
Oh, I loved it there. It was beautiful, beautiful country. Everything is just so untouched. It's like everything in the United States has been touched and walked on, and then you go over there, it's just beautiful countryside. And we stayed in a really small town, like a little village, and it was like being part of Beauty and the Beast, going through a little village, and it was just so magical. It was so nice over there. I hated when we had to leave. It was really nice. Beautiful.
What part of Japan were you a part of?
I stayed in Gundamschein, is what it was called. And it was near Bamberg, Germany.
Nice.
Oh wow.
When you say that was the untouched part, it makes me giggle because we've been around a lot less, and ours is like we've already like kind of used up our space, but like here the Europeans like they've like preserved a lot of their spaces.
They preserve so much of the natural space.
Yeah.
And they don't have as much. I don't know why we have so much excess and stuff.
Well, so
And it was just so different. The lifestyle was very different, and it was very relaxing and calming. There wasn't chaos going on around you. It was very peaceful. It was very peaceful.
It sounds wonderful.
Well,
Yeah.
one of the things like is for us because we have had it where we have so much abundance, we're just gonna use all of it until we have to do different things.
Right.
When I was younger, I was in the Boy Scouts, and I went to a Boy Scout camp, and I actually was part of the staff, and we had a troop from Japan come over and take a look at our like camp, and they said, one of the big questions was, well, so what do you do with this in the off season? And they're like, what do you mean? It just stays empty.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, what do you mean it stays empty? What, you don't do anything? It's like, no. And of course for them, like, they have to use all the space they have for multiple uses. So when it's not summer, like, what else do you do with it? What do you do in the other time?
Yeah.
And that's not something we have. It's like, oh no, this is only used for this time of year. In the off season, you don't do anything with it. And that's not the case in a lot of other places in the world.
Right.
You only have a limited space, so you have to have all the uses for it. Yeah. That's not something we have really thought about.
Yeah, because living over there was the first place I had lived where I was introduced to recycling. I was introduced to recycling, wearing a seatbelt, living with no air conditioning. I was introduced to all of that when I moved over there.
Wow.
It is so funny because even the air is different. It's like so crisp and clean.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I'm telling you, I always tell people, if you have a chance to go abroad to other countries like Germany, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's very different. It's very, very different.
Well, Axel is speaking to us, I think, in German too.
Yeah.
Naja, wir können ja Deutsch üben. We can speak in Deutsch, I think is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So do you remember any of your German, or you said it's all gone?
No, it's all gone.
I think it would come back pretty quickly for you.
I think so. Because it didn't take me a long time to pick it up. The first thing I remember learning was how to call a taxi cab.
Oh.
Because we stayed on the economy and we didn't have a car. And
right.
To the base, we had to take the taxi. And I remember having to learn how to call a taxi and ask for a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first thing.
Ich möchte ein Taxi, bitte. I don't know. I think it's möchte. We can practice German. Oh, I say, well, we could practice German. Okay. So how do you call a taxi? Is it ich möchte eine Taxi bitte, which is I would like a taxi, please? Möchte, right? Möchte. I don't know. Axel's gonna have to keep us in line. Ich möchte eine Taxi bitte.
Yeah, so I always told myself one day I will.
Oh, I got it right.
You got it.
Right.
You got it. Yay.
Mein Deutsch ist gut. I always usually say, Mein Deutsch ist nicht sehr gut. I would like to. Yes. Okay, good. My German is intact. Mein Deutsch ist gut. Nicht sehr gut, aber gut. Yeah, no, it's always great when you can practice a little bit with anything, right?
Yeah.
Just like,
Yep.
I should know Japanese better than I do. Oh, I think Brick Babe is sending us a note. Yeah, I think Brick Babe isn't going to join us.
No way.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
no way.
good.
After
I'll just tell her where we're at.
of
So.
busyness and chaos, there's no way.
So you're ending with bag 5, right, Yvette?
Well,
And
I
then-
started 6.
Oh, you did start. Okay.
I went on and started 6.
Oh, okay. All right. So we are starting bag 6. So I think the next time we meet, we'll probably be starting on bag 7.
Yeah.
So did they fix the wrong name on the TV sticker?
I don't know.
The wrong name on the TV sticker. I'm trying to think about, was that from the last episode?
In the last step, the wrong name.
I'm not sure what you're referencing, Axel.
I think it's the one that's from the lobby, right? Is it the one in the lobby?
I think that's the only
TV?
shut TV we've done is the one in the lobby.
I didn't know that there was a sticker problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe Axel knows the answer. We were trying to figure out who the name of the villain is that's in that sticker.
Yeah. Morbius. Morbius is what
Oh,
it is.
it's Morbius. Okay. Yeah, we're not really big Marvel fans, so we're like, what's the name of that again? Kurt Connors. Kurt Connors.
Because there is, in one of the stickers, there's a Dr. Kurt Connors, yes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, they got a Dr. Kurt Connors, Professor Miles Warren, and Scarlet Spider on one screen with, I don't know what his name is. I should. Jameson with Jameson, that's who that is. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh,
You
it
see
should be
it
with
this
a
way.
C.
This is
Okay.
J. Jonah Jameson of the Daily Bugle.
So Axel is saying that it's Kurt Connors, but it should be with a C. Kurt, not a K. Kurt. And no, ours still says K. Kurt.
It still
least mine
says
does.
K. Yeah, it's still a K for me too.
So Axel was saying that Morbius is a vampire. There is a Sony movie about him. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
they have it on Netflix, Morbius.
Oh.
Oh, it's on Netflix? Okay, I'll have to check it out.
I'm going to have to check that out.
I've only heard bad things, though.
Oh, not good.
I actually found it entertaining. It's not hard to entertain me, so. And plus I don't have a huge Marvel knowledge. So I guess maybe I enjoyed the movie more than someone who actually is a Marvel enthusiast.
Right.
Right.
I didn't know who Morbius was, so I'm watching it like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. And then I guess somebody who actually knows Marvel and the Morbius character probably thought it was trash. But
right. Well, yeah, it's that idea of also Jared Leto and is Morbius in this one. I'm like, don't know how I feel about that.
Right, because he's crossing from DC because he plays Joker, right?
Joker in the
DC universe.
Yeah, well, that was also the thing. He was also really mad that he didn't get the Joker movie.
Oh.
He was told he was going to get his own movie, just like Joaquin Phoenix got
Right.
his own Joker, and so there was a madness about that.
Yeah, actors, tough life, huh? First world problems.
Axel says, I don't know much about Marvel either, but he only read the comics for 45 years.
That's street cred. We still give that
Right?
to you.
Yep.
That's just like Debo also has like all the comic book knowledge in addition to the Marvel knowledge of the movies too. I mean, there's some hardcore, not fans.
Oh yeah. Well, it's that piece that Marvel, so, that Disney owns Marvel except for Spider-Man. That is owned by
Yep.
Spider-Man, and villains are all part of Sony.
Sony.
So that's why I can't see No Way Home and Spider-Man on Disney Plus.
Yep, because that was one of the first ventures. Actually, it was actually one of the things that saved Marvel was them selling the rights to Spider-Man to Sony. Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends are owned by Sony, so that's why. Yeah. Yep.
I was trying to go on Disney Plus and check out the Spider-Man movies because, like I said, I stopped at Spider-Man finding out he was a spider. I don't even know what Spider-Man that was, but it was a different actor playing him than the one that they have now.
Okay.
And so I have not seen Spider-Man Homecoming. I have not seen any of the movies after that, Homecoming and past that.
Okay.
So I was online on Amazon trying to find the movies, and I had to look up on the internet what's the name of the movies and like what order, so that I could try to catch up, because I was like, that new set that came out with the Statue of Liberty head and all the characters around with Spider-Man, and then hear everybody talking about it. I was like, I need to go back and watch all those movies so I'll know what everybody's so geeked about.
Why is everybody geeking out about this?
Oh, Axel, thank you for that. So Axel says technically Disney owns Spider-Man, however, the movie rights are with Sony.
Interesting.
Because they have the earlier Spider-Man movies on Disney Plus, but it stops at Homecoming, and there's nothing after Homecoming on there.
Yes, and there are three different Spider-Mans. There's Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and now Tom Holland.
See, I stopped at Andrew Garfield.
Okay.
So,
well, you haven't seen the most recent Spider-Man then.
And I have not seen the Spider-Verse. I have seen the first. I saw the first Miles Morales one. Okay. And I actually bought that. I bought that DVD, but I have not seen the new one that just came out. I haven't seen it.
It was a good. If you enjoyed the first one, you'll enjoy this one.
Yeah, the first one was really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
The only thing I heard though is that it's part one, or so it doesn't. It's like a continuation from the first movie, and it doesn't have an ending. It just leaves you hanging.
Yep.
So that's why my nephew was very upset about that. He's like, if I knew that, I would have just watched it at home. Okay.
Well, because technically, this movie is the second, so
right.
It was already
Lord of the Rings, right? The Two Towers was not that great of a film to watch on its own.
True.
Yeah, I like Lord of the Rings because Lord of the Rings signified the end of finals in college. So when I was in college
Oh.
is when Lord of the Rings, all the Lord of the Rings came out when I was in college. So at the end of finals, I would be so stressed from finals. As soon as my last test was over, I would always go and watch the Lord of the Rings
Lord of the Rings.
movie.
Nice.
And I would
Nice.
sit in the theater, I guess because I was so stressed that
Hmm. It brought you joy.
every December I had a cold. I would get sick from the
Oh,
stress.
wow.
And so I would sit in the movie theater and watch all the Lord of the Rings movies. So that's why I like Lord of the Rings so much, because it reminds me of when I was in college. And it was the one thing I would watch every year
That you look forward to.
that I looked forward to after
Nice.
finals. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings is actually one of the movies that I really enjoyed, and they did a pretty good job adapting to the books.
Yeah, they
But
did.
except, they left out a whole section of the Lord of the Rings, like the Tom Bombadil section
Yeah.
in the very
One of
beginning,
my
which is
favorite
kind of
characters.
good. Is that was kind of a weird part of the book anyway.
That was my favorite character. Oh, in the
Tom
book.
Bombadil's your favorite character?
Yes. Yes, from the books. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because it's so whimsical and so fun.
He is whimsical and fun and a bit odd.
Yep. That's why I loved him.
That's why you like him, because he's
Yep.
odd. Yeah.
Exactly.
But the other thing that they changed, though, that did make me angry, was there's the scene where, who was it? Steve Tyler's daughter, who is
Liv
riding the
Tyler.
white horse,
Yeah. Liv
Yeah.
Tyler.
and
Yeah.
and
Live.
then she parts the water by
Yeah.
speaking
ROM.
in Elvish.
Yeah.
That wasn't her scene. That was
Well,
a different character called Glorfindel,
well,
which was
that character was
completely
never in the book.
removed.
That character was never in the book. Her character was never in the
Her
book.
character, right? That it was Glorfindel who did that. And I
Yep.
remember, because I've read the books a couple times, and I remember when that scene came up, I'm going, what? What happened to Glorfindel?
All
He
right.
was robbed.
I have to spotlight Axel's statement. Whimsical, fun, odd. That's why we like Brickanista.
Okay, I'm going to have to put that as a quote. I've just started realizing that I need to grab quotes from people because
Oh.
I don't know if you heard this earlier, that we interviewed the Ollie and Charlie from Lego Masters New Zealand yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
you guys did the best interview.
yeah, and Charlie sent a really nice note saying this was his favorite interview he's done, is being interviewed by us. And because I told them at the end off screen, I said, hey, if you ever want to come back, or if you want to be a part of the next when they do Lego Masters New Zealand season 3, we'd love to have you back. And so he sent a private note just saying this was the best interview he's done. I was like, oh, that's great. Can I get a quote on that? So Axel, can I get that quote from you? Can I quote you on that? Whimsical, fun, odd. That's why we like Brickanista. That should be like a sticker, right? Thank you, Axel. Dankeschön. Dankeschön, mein Freund.
Well, speaking of stickers and stuff,
Yeah.
so I just got my I've never done a really sig fig, and so I did. One of my friends was putting out sig fig, or he's making digital sig figs.
Oh, okay.
And so he actually did mine. So it was so Brad, or the Brick Fairy, or Bricka Brad on Instagram, offered to do mine. Did an amazing job. I used some of the official Lego stuff, but then also made actually then redid one of the official ones to make it more me. So it was a blazer that you then made short sleeve. They had these pink. It had pink on the lapel. He took them and made the pink like confetti, made them into pink brick heads.
Oh,
really cool. And then added like shorts that had were made for me. It was really cool.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is
it
so
was
nice.
so cool.
Is this person a member of Portlug too?
No, they live north. So Brad is also someone that looks very similar to someone on season 4.
Interesting. Wow. Well, I guess we know that the answer for getting onto the show is to be easily recognizable.
It doesn't hurt, at least.
Well, when we were talking to Ollie and Charlie, I said, maybe I should instead apply for Lego Masters New Zealand. They said, yeah, you should. Said, well, because we were talking about the fact they had Karsten, who's from Denmark, on the show.
Oh.
And I said, I've applied to Lego Masters US a couple times and they haven't wanted me. So, maybe I need to apply for Lego Masters New Zealand.
There you go.
That would be amazing, actually.
That'd be fun.
I just have to justify why me, right? Because I'm sure some of the Kiwis might not be too happy. But hey, I'm getting encouragement from 2 of the contestants, so.
Yeah, I have yet to actually watch New Zealand, but I did love Australia. So and I know that there's the love for the judge for New Zealand. So I'm hoping it'll probably be just as good. So is it definitely worth the rewatch?
I really enjoyed Lego Masters New Zealand. Some people, though, everybody compares it to Australia. I mean, everybody compares everything to Australia because it's like the gold standard.
Yeah.
But in and of itself, I liked the challenges, which were different.
Yeah.
Than some of the things we've seen. We kind of made fun of one of the things that they did is they did a smash challenge, and none of the contestants were wearing protective eyewear.
Oh.
And I said, in the U.S., it's like everybody had to be wearing that.
Well, yes.
I'm missing a piece here for my. I hope it's not in one of the bags. Maybe it's left in one of the bags. Ah, it is in one of the bags. I see it. It's one of these curved pieces. So once again, folks, check your bags. That piece was missing. It's like, I know I'm looking, it's here, it's got to be here. It's like, nope, it's in the bag. Got stuck in the bag. Well, the other thing cool is that Robin Sather is the judge for Lego Masters New Zealand, and he's Canadian, and he's somebody I know because I've met him at BrickCon and some other places. Super nice guy.
It says, did they wear shoes?
Oh yeah,
shoes. Yeah, Lego without shoes is a real risk.
They wore shoes. They definitely wore shoes. Charlie, though, in a couple episodes, they lift up the metal gate, the roll-up gate, and they have the dry ice smoke coming through. So a couple times he decided to slide in underneath the gate, and he had to do it a couple times because they do multiple takes. He goes, "Yeah, my butt was kind of hurting after a few of those takes." And he said one time he tripped and he fell on his face. So, the gates come up and he said, yeah, they didn't keep that shot. they didn't decide to broadcast that one. But it's great hearing these behind the scenes things that happen on the show.
Yeah,
that they talk about. Yeah. That's why I like doing the various interviews. That's why even, having just these little community builds, it's just fun getting to know people. It's more than just the bricks, it's the people, right? Yep. Like, why did you apply for Lego Masters? How has your life changed Do people recognize you on the street? And what do you do when you go to a show and you got all these people asking?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost done with the taxi. It's still taking me a while, but finally got to the windshields.
Okay.
I'm
Oh.
on the windshields now. Go ahead if it makes me happy, if quoting it. It's a bit self-serving. It is self-serving, but I didn't ask you to say it. You're the one who said it. If it was like, hey, Axel, before the stream, I'm going to talk to you about midway through the stream, would you say this quote? That's self-serving, really self-serving. I'm just taking a quote, which is called, what is it, a testimonial.
Yes.
So testimonials are always self-serving. They wear shoes, stepping on Lego, yeah, definitely. All right, so I think I now have the windshield. Okay, so this just sits in there, or does it? It clutches on the back. Doesn't? There's no clutch on the front, right? For the taxi.
There should be the no, there's
just
not.
On the back, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Here, I'll zoom out a little bit here. So what I was asking is that I got to the windshields, and that there's only these 4 studs on the back to clutch, not on the front. So that when you drop this in, there you go. Okay, I get that. But the check is still in the mail, right? Shh. We weren't supposed to say that on the air.
Well, you're the one that said it on air.
Well, he actually posted that comment about the check being in the mail. Okay, more stickers. More stickers. Taxi stickers. Yeah, I will definitely have to do a stream. So Axel, I don't know if you go onto Twitch, but tomorrow I will be streaming at 9:00 p.m., which will be 6 a.m. your time. And Hooded One, who's also in the Netherlands, he likes to listen before he goes to work. So if you happen to be up early on Monday, you want to watch or listen, I'll be streaming bag 6. That's what I'll be doing. Okay. Oh, hey, Brick Jedi. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, the taxi is fun. And since you're mentioning it, this taxi driver, in fact, I think you were on this stream when we did cookies and cabbies. This taxi driver seems like the same one that they had in that set, the vintage taxi set. I'm going to make this full screen. So I think we need to look that up. But if it is the same one, I need to find a cookie and give him a cookie because the other one had a cookie in the set. The cookie was actually, I think, for the passenger. No worries. Only one person watching. I won't tell him. You'll probably still be up early in the morning. Okay. Well, go on to Twitch tomorrow morning. I'll be continuing with this. And because I'm pretty sure Yvette and Grant are going to be done with bag number 6. I will not be getting to bag number 6 in time. But like I said, it's not a race.
Nope.
And I can say I'm ahead of the Brick Babe.
True.
Since she's not here. Yeah, that's.
She'll say that she's on bag 7.
She's on bag 7.
That's sure she will say that.
She will say that one bag above me.
Oh, okay. That's right. That's right. You have that rivalry thing going.
Truth. Friendly competition, I guess, right?
Right. It's kind of like trash talking with sports teams.
There you go. Yep.
That's what both Eddie Gooden and I are Niners fans, and
Uh,
I
when
think this
they
piece in this set, this is the first time it's been in red.
oh yeah.
oh,
It's the first time in red.
I may have seen those in a Chinese New Year set, but maybe I'm thinking about the other fence.
Because there's one that's more decorative, like ornate.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know. This is the first time I've seen it in red.
it's nice. I'm concentrating on putting the sticker on. Putting a black sticker on a black brick before lighting live on stream, not the smartest thing to do, but I'm doing my best. It's a little off. And it's hard to talk while you're doing stickers. It's because high concentration. Oh, wow. Really off. So I'm trying to do adjustments. If you're watching my body language, it's like, maybe if I turn this way, I'll have more ambient light. Yeah, that's better. So just so people know what I'm doing, there's this taxi sticker that goes onto both the front. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, the front and the back. And it's black on black. So trying to get that right. Don't mess up the sticker. No pressure. Thanks, Axel. Yeah. Okay, now we got this taxi sticker done. Stickers do kind of, I've had this conversation with other builders where, like Max Braun absolutely hates having stickers. He just hates it. Oh no, did I put this on the wrong brick? Oh shoot. Wait a minute. It's a 1x2, right? So how come it has studs on the side? Oh, with the bracket. Okay, phew. I was like, wait a minute. I just took all this time. Okay, so what I didn't know about is this side bracket here. There, we'll do this. I was like, wait a minute. Oh no. So that's what I needed to do is put this side bracket on. Okay, life is good again. I was gonna be in major panic mode when you get it all perfectly lined up and then you realize you put on the wrong brick. And then
Right.
you're like, what? What? Okay, here we go. So we got those little. Let's get this focused right. There we go. Okay. It there is of course Kobe, which prints everything, no stickers with them. So people ask, why can't Lego do that? Yeah, that's true. Lego just likes to torture its customers.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. We pay so much for Lego. Why is it that we are putting on stickers? At this point, it's like why are we doing that?
Mm-hmm. Now that I've put these brackets on, the stickers look lopsided. It's like, what? Wait a minute. I thought I had them on straight. Well, you want to talk about sticker pain is work on a Speed Champion set where it has like 35 stickers for one of the vehicles. And then you start going, oh, painful. That is painful. Okay, that looks better. So we got taxi with the two. Now, is it supposed to be, I guess, amber on both sides? I guess so.
Yeah. Talking about the lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here, well, since Brick Jedi is on, you see a little more of that taxi. It's coming together. Rad taxi. The taxi, that's a sticker here. Then we have the sticker up there. And then we had the stickers for the license plate here and on the back. So, yeah, lots of stickers on this.
I'm missing a tile.
And Axel did like all the different newspapers in the set, which are pre-printed.
Yes, those are awesome. Yeah, because then I got some more. You've got some more newspapers coming along.
Mm-hmm. For bag number 6.
Yep.
Okay, so how's my girl doing? All right, so we have a taxi which is finally done. Got the wheels going. So I will. Oh no! For a minute there, I thought, wait a minute. I was worried about the exhaust pipe.
Yeah, the newspapers are cool, Axel. That's what I like the most probably about this set is the newspaper titles. They are neat.
So here's the taxi. Finally, with wheels too.
So the tiles are also references to comics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the life Ava is back.
Oh.
And answer our question, Ava. What country, city are you in right now? You were going to the restroom? Okay.
So I'm looking at one of the newspapers now.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get there, it's awesome. It's one of those good Easter eggs.
You want to just show us?
So it says, it's Law Times. Nelson and Murdoch win big lawsuit.
Oh.
So
nice.
of course that's a nod to Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? See, I would have never picked that up.
Yeah,
I would have been looking at it like, who's Nelson and who's Murdoch?
Yeah, and on it you'll see so one here has red eyes. So because that's the Daredevil.
Daredevil with his glasses on.
Yep.
Right, and we just built Daredevil, so that's a nice homage to that. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I would have never guessed.
So Life Ava's in St. Louis. Okay. I'm hungry. Eat dinner. Right. Okay. And you're going to use the restroom. Okay. Have fun with that. Have fun with that. There was a YouTube video that came up on my feed, which was really weird. It's like, I'm not sure why I would be the target market for this, but they said, how do you know when you're swimming in sewage? And it's like, what? Have you seen the new Marvel CMFs? Yes, I've seen them, but I'm not too happy with how they're packaged. I think a lot of people are sad to see the blind bags going away.
I'm going to just buy a box off eBay.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to have to happen. More people are going to do that.
Yeah, and be done with it because you could find yourself wasting so much money trying to find figs in something like that. So I said, I might as well just buy a case, just buy a whole case from a online seller.
Or you can just go to I think the Lego store or one of the, like a small mom and pop shop could probably order it for you.
Yeah. Well, they have them on eBay and they actually are often on sale. They're often cheaper than buying them single packs in the store.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And
cool.
usually out of a case, you get at least 2 sets.
Mm-hmm.
So I always have one set for my frames and then one set for my city to have minifigs throughout
Oh,
my city.
that's a great idea.
Well, and this if it goes back to the 12, it should be another three sets in a box.
Yeah. So I'm just buy a case
Buy a case and be done with it.
and be done with it. That's how I've done for probably the last 6 or 7 series. I just bought the case. And
Wow.
then I either will give figs away that people can't find.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are like, oh, I can't find Mickey. Anybody got Sorcerer Mickey? And I'm like, well, I have it,
Right.
because I buy a case. And like I said, I usually do 2 sets, one set for my frames and one set for my city. And then that
Mm-hmm.
third set's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely have this dyslexia you were talking about because I put the Sandman mixel joint in the wrong place.
Oh, yep.
This isn't lining up the way it's supposed to.
No.
Well, I think your collection, Yvette, is so freaking amazing. And
Yeah.
now that you mention, in addition to the ones you have that are all, lined up there, you also have some in your city too.
Yep.
It's like, wow. So Axel got the CMFs for the Muppets, one case.
Yeah, it's just to me, you end up saving money because you could go in Target, even the Lego store,
Mhm.
and keep buying them just to find that one that you can't seem to
Yep.
find. And by that time, you spent so much money that you might as well buy a case for what,
And then
200 and
split it
something
with
dollars.
friends.
Yeah, you buy a
Yeah.
case for 200 and something dollars and be done with it, and you got 3 sets.
Right. And Axel also bought 12 Marvel CMFs last time. I got 5 doubles. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, see, 5 doubles, that's crazy.
The struggle is real.
I am determined to figure out the system. So we'll see if the system beat is I'm going to bring the scale to the store, or I'm going to figure out what those numbers mean. I am determined.
And if anybody's going to figure it out, it's going to be you. Definitely.
I will definitely put the time in.
Yeah. See, Grant is a fixture.
Have they officially announced the new Marvel series?
Yes, a day or two ago. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
They did.
So I know people have been talking about it forever, but
Yeah,
I
they
wasn't
did.
sure if they had officially announced them.
They actually, I think it was yesterday, they did a really cool like three picture series of a house. So with all the little things that are in it. So like they're in this house and like you see the owl from it's really cool. Yeah.
My dog is like going, where's that sound coming from?
The second series, I don't know. Only one I know is Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, Moon Knight. Gotta have that one.
The rest of them, I have no idea who they are. But I'll still buy them anyway, put them on the wall.
I was gonna say, you gotta complete your collection.
Yes, I am a completionist. Yeah, that I am. I've gotten better at it, learning to let go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like that was the hardest thing for me about the video series because they started in boxes. Like the Bandmates were in boxes. 72. I bought 72 boxes to get the entire set.
What?
What?
Because I was not I will be for this series, but I was not a like case buyer because I didn't know who to buy cases from and stuff, and so like was buying them from the stores, and so I could only like
Wow.
yep, I went and bought 74 or 72 to get all of them.
Oh my goodness.
It was the alien was the last one I had. I didn't get the alien.
I'll always go to eBay.
Yeah,
I
okay.
buy from the same two sellers, Shop for Toys and Minifigure Plus.
Okay.
Only two sellers I buy from, and they always come right on time. I've had no problems, professional.
They're always waiting for your order. Two Humble Bricks is in the house again. Get her order up. They probably, even if you order from the same people, they probably have it set aside for you, waiting for your order.
Possibly, because
So
I
this is pretty
only
valuable.
order from them. It's like once I find an eBay seller that's consistent and I don't have
Yeah,
any problems with their service, I stay with the same person.
absolutely. That's dedication for you. And why go with anybody else, right?
Yeah. So if you like the service, stay where I'm at.
Yep.
All right, Yvette. This is a good one. This is a good one. There's only 2 extras.
Woohoo! I'm almost done. I'm almost to the end.
So it says, I hope we get the rumored space CMF next year. Oh.
That'd be really
It's
cool.
supposed to have a whole series of nothing but space.
And then, so Brick Jedi asks, what are your favorite minifigs from this set so far, or what's coming in the whole set?
So far, my favorite is Sandman.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Sandman.
I'm gonna differ. It always been a favorite. It's actually one of the reasons why I bought it was for Daredevil.
Ah,
Okay.
good choice.
That was one of the reasons why I bought it because it was exclusive only to the set, so I had to buy the Daredevil. Yep.
Plus, you bought it because I was buying it at the same time.
It helped. It helped. Yes. But I know that it was on my list because of with Daredevil and Blade being exclusive to this set. I'm like, oh, I have to have that at some point.
Yeah, exactly. And
So
I think
where
too, the
Blade? Have we
Punisher.
put Blade together already?
No, we haven't put Blade together yet.
Not
Okay.
yet. Nope. Punisher too is a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, the Punisher was a good one. I love the band-aid above his eye.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Here, let me give you full screen.
Yeah, because I love the little band-aid above his eye.
Yeah, but the only thing about him is he has Elvis hair.
Well, or oh yeah, it is very shiny. But I also love the belt, the utility belt.
He's got the sideburns, and Punisher, at least the ones I remember, did not have sideburns, did he?
I don't know. But also got that like that high widow's peaks. Who's got kind of that old man kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I just.
But there is a nice
odd.
The alternate head.
Yeah, that's true. So, yes, Axel, all the CMFs behind. Here, I'll give Yvette full screen. So, I tell you, you should just start streaming because everybody likes to see your backdrop. Oops.
I've thought about it.
I mean, look at that. Yeah, those are all CMFs. You have a great backdrop.
Yeah, I've thought about live streaming. I just have to provide some kind of conversation. I have to learn how to just talk to myself.
That's how you start. If you're comfortable talking to yourself, then you'll do really well. I've had lots of training in that.
Yeah, that's the skill I need to develop. Talking to
Wow. Apparently, Axel paid €300 just for that Daredevil.
Really?
You should have just bought the set. You
Right
should
at
have
that point,
bought
yeah.
the set here. Moon Knight. Yeah, I mean, there's all these other things coming. Hawkeye, Agatha Harkness,
Yep.
She-Hulk. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the new Marvel stuff coming out.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with all these stickers.
Uh-oh, more stickers.
This one has lots of camera, like lots of sticker space. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All in these little black screens.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7.
They're on this step.
Not well. They're in bag 6. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Boy, this Sandman build, you're right. It's really weird. It's really,
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah, it's all these bottom stickers here.
Yeah, when I went through the Sandman part, I had to concentrate.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Really pay attention.
It's pretty cool, though.
It is. Once it's together, I would say that's my favorite fig so far.
Hmm. Yeah. So oops. I'll show this mini build to the side camera. Is that you build this platform for the Sandman fig like that. So there's a lot of these rocker arms at the bottom, and then each one of these has some plates that and a few studs, and then you have another rocker arm up at the top here. That was the last one I was doing. And then you build this little platform, and that's where this is going to sit. Okay, let's see. So are you all done with bag number 6 now? Or how far are you into bag number 6?
Who, me?
I'm all done with the pages.
Both of you.
I'm almost done.
You're almost done? Okay, great. Because I think I'm winding down, but I think what I'll do is when you guys end, I think I'll end because I think that I need a break. So here we go. Sandman on platform. Very cool. That is a very cool build. Thing is, where does it go?
Well, none of the figures have a space they're supposed to go.
Oh, okay.
So there's not a space that he goes yet.
Okay.
You have to figure that out, I guess.
Wow. Okay, so I get to build 2 dumpsters now, right?
Yep. And now you get to find out where that sausage.
Oh, the sausage, the one that you haven't given away.
Nope.
You're really good about not giving me spoilers.
I really wanted to, but no.
Okay. And it looks like 2 dumpsters, 2 2x3s on the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, I will definitely be building bag 6 on Sunday, tomorrow night. I'll be like continuing on. I hope I didn't miss something though. Because I have a couple of those Sandman curves that are in here. Do I have to use those some more?
So did you do 2 levels of this? Did you do 2 levels or just 1?
Oh, was I supposed to do 2 levels?
Yep, that's where I messed up.
Oh, okay.
2 levels. Yeah.
Do you want spoilers about this set? Here we go.
Yeah,
I did get the set. Oh, I see. Axel was saying he paid 300 euros. He bought the set just for Daredevil. Okay.
Right. Yep, that makes sense.
Wow. Well, that's a hardcore person who likes Marvel and likes Daredevil. I guess in a way I kind of bought the set for the minifigs too, but I also bought the set because of, the building is I wanted something tall in my future city that I keep talking about. So the green sausage, is that what you were talking about? Because it's
Yeah,
in the garbage?
it's in the garbage. That's why it's green.
Ah,
It's a moldy,
spoiler alert.
moldy hamburger.
It's
Oh,
trash.
it's a trash green sausage here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In one of the other Spider-Man sets, there's a no. Well, I think it shows up in a Spider-Man set and a city set. There's a black sausage because it comes off the fire, and there's a fireman in the city set. There's firemen putting out the barbecue fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I love how all the sausages are both used for decoration, and they also still use the color for the fun things, like a burnt black sausage or a green moldy sausage.
Yeah, I guess, if you want to have your choice of sausages. I'd like the black moldy one, please.
I like the gold sausage better.
All right. So I see what you mean by one's recycling and one is trash. So they should have had two different colors because here's.
Well, then I'm also thinking about it. So actually, both of them are recycling because one is compost.
One's compost.
Compost. The other is for cans.
I see. So we have two of these dumpsters, and they go on the side of the building underneath underneath here. So I guess because there's a stud over there.
Yep.
And there's a stud over here. Right?
That's what I did.
So, and of course they can't be perfectly aligned. They have to be askew.
Yep.
Because they're dumpsters. Okay. All right, so I did mess up because I still have one of these, and I have those. So you're right, I have to make another platform. Almost done.
Yeah, Marvel's all about the characters, where Star Wars is about the vehicles and buildings. Right. Yeah, agreed. Agree with that, Axel.
So when you said I needed another platform, so this doesn't go here.
So what? So pull it. So now, yeah, there's one that's the 1x2 slopes. You have a 1x3s, and now you need the 1x2s.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the 1x2s are the next level.
Correct.
Okay, and that one goes on top.
It goes on top of the 1x3s. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
You did the same thing I did.
Skipped a step.
You did the same thing I did.
Yep. And it looks like we have some little curves that go on here. And
hey, Yvette, how's that sticker going?
Yeah. Yuck.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it. No.
And I put it on wrong.
Oh no.
Oh, because because it go either way, up or down. Yeah, because that's where the clip is. Yep, where the clip is.
So when you put this next layer on, when you're putting this, do you want it to go farther down? So
I put them both on the same side so that when they fold down together.
They fold down, forward. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So this is folding down this way.
And then I put it on the farther.
So you put it on this side?
On the top. I think so.
Right there, and then this will fold this way?
Yep.
Right. Actually, I was looking at their drawing. They have it here. And actually, so this one folds down and this one folds the other way. I'm going to try that. Let's see what happens. Okay. That's not too bad. I think I'll roll with that. Oops. The thing is, these plates just, or these tiles just fall off so easily.
Yeah. The corner ones. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, come on. There we go. Okay, Sandman, where are you? And you said you have a lot. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. There we go.
Yep.
Because now the base matches up with the base.
Yeah.
The base of his minifig. Okay. All right, cool. And you said you had 13 leftovers?
Yep.
Okay, I missed a step. I have a 1x6 tile or plate. I think this goes in the taxi somewhere.
Yeah, it's the bottom here.
Oh, Grant. Oh, Grant. Oh, Grant.
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Here,
what?
let me.
I now know why you said my day was going to come where I am frustrated with stickers.
Uh-oh.
Yup. This is why I don't do stickers. No.
These should have all been printed.
Uh-oh.
Agreed. I am. This also makes me very happy that there's so many printed newspapers.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. If we had to do all of those, that would have been awful. Okay, so I'm looking for where. Can you show me again where that 1x6 was, Grant?
So it's your bottom of your taxi. So it's just above the black. Yeah, because it's on both sides. It's the bottom of your taxi.
I thought I did that already.
So check your bottom. See if there's.
Check my bottom.
Yeah, because for me, I accidentally put one of them. I put a gray 1x6 gray here instead.
Right.
And then I realized that would need to be the yellow one. So I take it apart.
No, I have that there.
Huh.
That's why I think it might be somewhere else, but I'll work on it later. but
I don't
see,
see anywhere else that there would have been.
If you look at this here, I'll show you that mine has the 1x6 on the bottom. It's still there.
Huh? Yeah.
So it's
And the other side too.
And it's on the other side as well.
Huh. Maybe
So usually they don't. That's why I'm wondering if it should have been over here somewhere, or
yeah, I'm looking at the rest of the spots, and I don't think there should have been a 1x6 anywhere else.
Or I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll look off stream. I won't torture people by having me go through that. Okay, good. So we are done. I'm done with 5. You both are done with 6. So it's kind of like the pace is I get through 2 bags, you all get through 3 bags.
Okay, I figured it out.
Oh.
Go back to step 125. So
okay.
It's 125. It's before the side when you put the. Remember how you had that little yellow cheese, the snot brick?
Mm-hmm.
So it's when you applied that one, or no, right after you applied that.
After the snot brick. So 124 has the snot brick?
Yep, and then 125.
Okay, so is it step 124, sub-step 5?
No, 125. So after 126, you have 125. Do you have both of the? So there should be 2 1x6s there. So there should be on 124. There should be a 1x6.
I'm going to have to zoom you in because I can't see where you're pointing. Hold up.
So hold on. I'm actually going to use the book. So because you've got a 1x6 going in your 124, so you got 1x6 here.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you then have another 1x6 here at the top. So it's 125.
Yeah.
So then it goes right in here.
Oh, okay. So on the back where the oh, I see it. Okay. I think I remember seeing a gap there. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. That hopefully isn't too hard to get into. I might have to do some finessing later. I'll work on that off stream. So anyway, Marvel is all about the characters, true, where Star Wars is much more about the vehicles and the buildings. Well, I don't know. Star Wars is also about the characters too.
For the collectors, more for the collect, but because also they intentionally don't put certain ones in, so that it is it's.
Mm-hmm. Like I wanted to get a Fennec Shand minifig. Just I'm not big on the canon for Star Wars, but I love the character Fennec Shand because of Ming-Na Wen. But to get that character, I think you have to spend like $130 for a set. And they said, well, you could probably get the minifig keychain, but then you have like this keychain sticking out of her head. So I don't know. It seemed to be like the minimum was like $50 just to get a Fennec Shand minifig. But anyway, something I'll be looking for in the future. All right, my friends. Well, thanks again for being on this stream, and I guess we'll have to come up with another time.
6 is done. 6 is done.
6 is done. Only 10 more bags to go. So we're going to have this like a marathon stream. Well, we do about 3 to 4 hours each time. So this is 3 hours and 17 minutes.
Yeah, so now we're in 8 hours into this build. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got 7 hours because we did 4 hours last time, and then
3. So 7.
4 and 3, right?
Yeah,
it's 7.
Did I say a different number? Yeah,
7. You said 8, right?
Oh,
okay,
7.
We'll go back and watch the tape. but I think just people hanging out with us. So Axel and. We had Matthew Builds Bricks earlier, and Brick Jedi, The Life Ava, anybody who's just kind of like dropped in to say hello while we were building. We really appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
And if you enjoyed this stream, make sure you like and subscribe to the stream. Like and subscribe. And if you hung out this long, kudos to you. Appreciate that. Make sure you follow Royal Bricks 503 on Instagram, as well as 2 Humble Bricks on Instagram. Thank you, Grant and Yvette, for joining me with this. And don't worry, folks, we've got more. If we have 10 more bags, I'm guessing we have 3 more streams, 4 more streams to do this. So
yeah. If it's about
it'll be one for the archives.
Yeah, because we're almost halfway through the book.
Right. And for those of you who watch Twitch, I will be finishing bag 6 tomorrow on Twitch, and we'll get through that. But thank you, everybody. And once again, you're listening to the Brickanista Broadcast Network here on YouTube and on Rumble. Thank you again. Please like and subscribe to the stream. If you want to send any fan mail, you can also send it to P.O. Box 87232, Vancouver, Washington, 98687. And once again, really great having our guests with us, Yvette and Grant. Always fun hanging out with you. And we'll have to see if Brick Babe's going to, she might decide to stream to catch up too. So if she does that, maybe I'll drop in to see how she's doing. So anyway, thanks again. And we have another comment in the chat. Looks impressive when you have it in front of you. Yes, I think it's interesting because this one was all a vehicle build primarily. And I know that Grant actually has, here, I'll go ahead and spotlight you, Grant, because you have it in front of your camera, that it starts to go higher up too at the next level. So when I get to bag 6, I'll be doing that tomorrow on Twitch at 9 o'clock. But thank you for all of that. And yes, thanks for hanging out. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, thank you. And may the clutch be with you. Take care. Bye.